Yeah. Let me see those airplane emojis in the chat if you guys are ready to get started today. Hello. Oh yeah. I see you. Hello, and what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue. We're back on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm excited for today's flight. We'll be flying in the Spirit. Oh yeah, the Spirit Wings A320neo, rocking our favorite fly-by-wire A320NX mod, and we're here in Myrtle Beach International Airport by Vertical Sim. So big shout out to Vertical Sim in the chat for creating this scenery. It is now on sale for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been a while since we've seen the scenery from the Vertical Sim on Microsoft Flight Sim. He's been killing the game on X-Plane, releasing scenery after scenery. So it's good to see him showing some love back on the Microsoft Flight Sim side. Absolutely. Got some FBO hangars and GA hangars on this side of the airport. And then we have the jetways and things over there. We got a CRJ just came in. United in the house. Big shout out to United Virtual Airlines. I've been doing a lot of flying for them lately, so if you're looking for a virtual airline to get into, then I definitely recommend United Virtual or Virtual United Airlines. Louis Avala, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Rocket Game, welcome aboard. Midnight Maverick, our Air Marshal, is back. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Caleb230CH, good morning to you as well. FS Insane, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Welcome. Nice. Welcome to Myrtle Beach for our Myrtle Beach retreats. Let's head over back to our aircraft, and we have 2 legs today. If everything goes, as planned, we don't have any delays. We're planning to fly from here, Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo, KMYR, Myrtle Beach International to Orlando and back. So that is the plan today. Ian Gonzalez, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Grover Matic, welcome back, bro. Good to see you. And we have plenty to talk about today. As you guys know, it has been popping off in the flight sim community this whole week. A lot is going on, a lot of exciting things happening. I'm excited, I know you're excited, and we're definitely going to talk about it. The PMDG 737, as I can't wait to get my hands on it. But today we're flying the Neo. Oh yes. I don't know, for me this plane doesn't get old, man. It keeps getting better and better and better and better. So we have the jetway attached. I did work this morning. I worked the early shift at 4:30 a.m. I only did 1 flight before I had to leave, I don't know, it's always really cool to go work around aircraft and then come home and sit in my computer and get to operate the same aircraft that I get to walk around in real life. So it's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to get this thing powered up and get it started. So let's hop inside. Chief is in the house. Chief Simpa, welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see ya. Hate to go off topic, but Grover Matic is asking, can you recommend a non-dovetail train sim? Depends on what you're into, man. Depends on what you're into. If you're into American freight trains, a good non-dovetail train simulator will be Run 8. I've been playing that one a lot, so check that out. It's called Run 8. All right, so we are in the cockpit of the beautiful A320neo, and kill the music, go get this thing powered up. So I did a poll this week asking you guys, what do you prefer? Checklist, cold and dark, no checklist, cold and dark, or hot start, engines running on the runway? And by no surprise, everybody requested no. Like nobody really likes to do the hot start. Some people do. There's a few people out there who do enjoy to do the hot start. Look at Legion pushing back over there out of Myrtle Beach. It's pretty cool. Travel is our deal. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if that's VATSIM or if that's AIG. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy to see traffic living, animating, and breathing around our aircraft as we get it going. But the majority of you guys actually chose checklist and cold and dark. So I'm not gonna promise we're gonna do a checklist, but we're gonna see what the checklist looks like. We're gonna look at the checklist because I don't know if I have the patience today to run a checklist in this particular flight. So I'm gonna import my sim brief data for our flight plan today. Again, flying to Orlando. This is our flight plan right here, Myrtle Beach to Orlando International. Expected departure time 1600 Zulu. I think right now it's what time is it actually? I don't even know. Oh, it's 1540, so it's supposed to leave in 20 minutes if we were to stick to our time. So all right, it's been a little minute, and I feel like I say this every time we stream, but I just jump between so many planes so much that you know, it's probably the reason why I should use a checklist, because I jump between aircraft so often. We're gonna go outside real quick. We're gonna get the jetway's already connected. We'll get the catering and the baggage. You know, I mean, I don't think catering matters because, you know, Spirit don't give you no food. Oh, look at that. You guys see that? So whenever the baggage bay first opened, it like popped open and like shook, and then eventually started moving. And that's super realistic because in real life, you pull up, you get the little handle and you pull it out, the whole thing falls down just a little bit, and then you go back there and you reach and hit the button and you actually move the whole thing. Matter of fact, if you look at my story from yesterday, which is still up on Instagram, you can see me manually not manually, you can see me opening and operating the Airbus cargo door. It does have a manual way to also open and close the door, which is super inconvenient and extremely tiring, like anything else done manual in aircraft. So anyway, that's connected, that looks good, and they're gonna start loading bags onto our aircraft for passengers going to Orlando. Don't forget to add fuel. Okay, Midnight Maverick, I'll try to remember that. How much FPS do I get on Microsoft Flight Sim? I typically get about 35 or so. 30 to 35, it depends on the situation. Alright, let's go back inside, and you know, we're not playing ground crew today, we are the pilot, so let's do our job. So baggage is getting done. We're gonna get the fuel out here in a bit. Catering, again, you know, Spirit don't give you no food, like everything is, yeah, come on. Have you ever ordered food on Spirit? Why? External power, battery 1, battery 2, and I've already...
Sir, full stop at 36, Marvel Beach traffic.
What the heck? Oh, that's VATSIM. I turned the radio on and now I hear people talking. Let's turn them down just a little bit. But yeah, I've already forgotten that I wanted to kind of like, you know, slightly use a checklist. So we're going to cockpit preparation. Gear pins and covers are removed. Check. Fuel quantity, we don't know yet. So I guess we can't do any of this stuff yet, can we? I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and get the Adirs going. Yeah, I don't know that I can do a checklist in an Airbus because I just have my way. You know, like I have my way of doing it. That's not really the way the checklist is. So maybe another plane like an MD-11 or a Challenger 650 will do checklists, but I don't know. I've already given up on using checklists today. I'm sorry guys in chat. So we're cold and dark anyways. All right, let's get these screens lit up as that. Oh, look at that. CRJ is now coming in. Now I think I'm pretty confident that these planes are AIG, and I've been promoting AIG for a while. AIG is a AI model matching, or is an AI model matching program for Microsoft Flight Sim, and I believe it also works for P3D. But it works great, honestly. It takes a little bit of time to get it going, but once you get it going, it is 100% worth it. If you're tired of getting that beep noise on VATSIM where it's like, oh, you don't have this model, oh, you don't have this model, oh, you don't have this model, then definitely look into AIG. Also, you know, if you're like me, and you know, sometimes I fly to places like Myrtle Beach, which are not the most popular place to fly on VATSIM, and there's literally 0 ATC out here right now. You want to get some traffic out here. I don't want to fly by myself. Like I've never been to an empty airport before. Some of you may have because of COVID, but I've never been personally, and I don't want to. I think I need to do, man, I have been flying the TOLUS, and I gotta get back in my flows on how this works. AOC and it press. So yeah, AIG's dope. There's some great tutorials on how to get it working, and yeah, I just recommend it. So I'm pretty sure what we're seeing out there is AIG AI models. So we are at Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo, not to be confused with Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee, which is actually Monterey in California. So it's definitely confusing for sure. Do I have to click this? I think I have to click this. No? No? Yes? No? Okay, clear. Wow, okay, init data request. I think I just gotta do it. Yeah, okay, man, wow. What plane am I thinking about? Anyway, so that's in there. And since that's in there, we can go to init page. We go init request here and request our uplink from dispatch. Cost index 12. We're cruising at 38,000 feet. That sounds good to me. That matches what I have from SimBrief over here. All right, beautiful. And what else? PNDG 737 is not out. I don't know where you got that blasphemy, but it is being streamed by people who have the access to it but it's not out. Like if it was out, I would be flying it right now. Unless I didn't know, unless it came out in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely not out, guys. How do I load fuel again? Wow, okay. This is why test flights are a good idea, because then I can familiarize myself with what the heck I'm doing here. So MTD menu, I believe, at 2 again, AOC, and weight and balance. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we need, can I like auto, oh yeah, Ofp Request. We're just gonna do it automatically. Import it straight from SimBrief because we're lazy. I like that. 126 passengers and boarding. There we go. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. While we're waiting for that, the smoking signs are on, seatbelt signs are on, external power, that looks good. All right, cool. All right, so they're doing their thing. While they're doing their thing, we'll finish up with a flight plan. Pretty simple. It's already in there, and we don't have to do anything. Right. I'm so spoiled. I'm so used to having to do everything manually, but I love. This is why I love the FlyByWire. All right, so our arrival we do have to do in Orlando. We are expecting to land at 36 right, unless anything changes. So ILS 36 right, we'll plan for. I got low fuel into the tablet. All right, thank you, Midnight. Even if I did the thing I just did, or that's just for the passengers. Gotcha. Gavin Chapman says it just dropped 10 minutes. Don't troll me. Don't you dare troll me. I'm gonna ask Midnight Maverick. He is a good source. Is it out? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. On a Wednesday? Nobody drops things on Wednesdays. Alright, so we are doing the, what is it called? The Seinfeld arrival into Orlando. Alright, Seinfeld 1. And our VIA, we can go with Tramp, that's fine. Thank you, Josh, for the confirmation. Gavin's trolling in here. I mean, I love you, Gavin, but seriously, bro, like, people are so on edge about getting it. Like, don't mess with our emotions like that. Like, my personal prediction, and we'll talk more about this later because I want to get this flight started, but I'm pretty confident we're not going to see release until May. Maybe the second week of May. That's my personal guess. I mean, you can go watch somebody else stream it and feel like it's been released, but I mean, it's not out. All right, board complete. Nice, good job, girls. Beautiful. All right, so we need to go to the tablet because you guys are telling me I gotta go there to do the weight and balance. So that's gonna be one of these buttons. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Wait, maybe this one. This is the button. This is the button. Can I import? Can I do the lazy import in here, or do I gotta type things? No, I gotta. It's in kilograms. That's not okay. Let's change that. Aircraft options.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the flight deck. On behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right, so we need 10,881 pounds. I'm gonna type that in. I'm gonna hit play here, and it's gonna be instant because I think I have it set to instant. Yeah, that's fine. We'll save some time there. And it's good to go. So now we have fuel, and now we have passengers on board. So now we can go into init and go ahead and import all this stuff, right? Yeah, okay. I tell you, man, whenever you fly so many different planes, you kind of forget what plane has what features, and I think we all take for granted all of the automation that's been incorporated into the FlyByWire A320, because like we literally have to almost do there's very little, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, very little that we actually have to do. Is this gonna, oh, it gives me V-speeds too. Okay, that's cool. I don't have to go find V-speeds, none of that. Next phase would climb out about 207. And that is beautiful. All right, let's go through. We got init page is good. We haven't done our wind yet. We'll do that here in just a second. We'll do wind and temp. And we'll just, can I just like, I can't. I gotta put that in manually. All right, we're not gonna do that. Hopefully all of our stuff still works without doing that. Performance page looks okay. And please shout out me in the chat if I'm skipping anything that is dire to the operation. Alright, looks like no discontinuities. Yes, Rick. Yes, Maverick. I have been seeing the update pics for Fly with Rookies 737 in home simulator, and looking forward to seeing that in person. I think we're good to go. I think we're done. We got an init page. Performance page is good. Plan page is good. Everything else is looking good, so I think we can go ahead and get the APU on and fuel pumps, because fueling is done. Make sure our radio is set 122.8. that is Unicom for VATSIM. Integrity lighting on. PWS on. System 2, sure. And we'll get our transponder set to our favorite squawk code 2116. And we'll wait to squawk Charlie till we push back. Speaking of pushing back, let's call out Mr. Pushback Driver. And over to pushback and pre-plan. We're expecting runway 36 for departure. Tricky. 6.9 arrival fuel. Hype. Is that good or bad, bro? Let me know. I don't actually know if that's good or bad. Alright, we're gonna push back here out of Myrtle Beach, tail to the right, which I don't actually know my bearings here, so I'm not sure what north, south, east, west that is, whatever. Put it right on the taxi line. Speaking of taxi lines, oh boy. I'll just go ahead and tell you this quick story today. So this morning I told you guys I had to work on the ramp. Hit enter. There we go. And I got to marshal in, which is, you know, I love marshaling in, and I got the pushback. This is a fun shift for me personally. And on the pushback, I think I had my best pushback ever. And I'm probably bragging too much, because next time I'm gonna have the worst pushback ever. But I was really proud of myself for my pushback job. I put it right on the line. Yeah, I put it right. Yeah, it was the first time ever actually rolling out right on the line on a pushback. So super excited about that. And I'm trying to just get better every time I go out and push a plane. I'm trying to aim for the line and get closer and closer to it every time. It's definitely takes a skill. It's not easy. It's difficult, and it's different with different types of aircraft. So yesterday I pushed out a 321, and today I was pushing out a 20 Neo. So and the 21 is much longer and even sits higher. It's actually, people say it's easier to push a 321 because it's bigger, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Tricky says, more than enough. Just FYI, System 2 radar doesn't exist on most Airbuses because airlines don't want to install 2 weather radars into aircraft. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, FZ, I think you're right, man. I think it is muscle memory, because honestly, when some of my best pushbacks, I really didn't even have to think too hard about. And I think probably part of my problem is I'm thinking too hard about it. Like I'm too focused. Like, I mean, I'm pretty good. I got my wing walkers. I'm not gonna hit anything. Those are the main things. It's really not extremely important to put on the line with our particular parking spot. I'll switch over to 1 just for trigger. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was pretty happy about it. All right, so APU flap should be open, and I completely forgot we were doing that. Let's go outside and take a listen. Oh, another Spirit. So Tricker, you know how in the Airbus, because I know you're a pilot, where when you switch from external power to APU or the other way around, like all the kind of lights kind of flicker? Well, it happens in the cargo bin too. I'm pretty confident you've never been in there when that part happened, but it happens in the cargo bin too, because I was stacking bags this morning as well, and It was the first flight of the day, so the plane was actually cold and dark, and the pilot came in, turned the APU on, and the lights in the cargo bin flashed. And I was like, ooh, APU's coming on. I couldn't hear the APU yet. I just knew it was turned on because I saw the flicker. So pretty cool when you kind of know a little bit about both sides. Where's my pushback truck at? Oh, I didn't call him. I just said, hey, do this. I didn't tell him to come out. Come on out, pushback driver.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground. This is ground.
Oh, it still does that. APU bleed on, external power off, and we're ready basically. Beacon light on, let's get out of here. Seatbelt signs on.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Beautiful. Yeah, it is. That was my first time being in the cargo bin when they switched over the power, and it was pretty interesting. I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal, but to me, as a aviation lover, and I just love everything about aircraft, it's oh, look at that. The jet bridge goes to the AI too. What?
Yes, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
It's freaking nuts.
Start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, park brake release. Clear to push.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
I love how when you close this door, the cockpit door, the sound of the flight attendants is dampened or gone almost all the way. Alright, so we're pushing back.
Your life vest is in a pouch under your seat.
If you guys are around, if you want to join us, you can hop in on VATSIM or on Microsoft Flight Simulator Multiplayer from Myrtle Beach to Orlando. Yeah, I forgot. I had to pause. If not, it is all good, guys. I have some free window seats for all of you guys who are watching in the chat. Matter of fact, I like to do my famous wing walker view. So we're gonna wing walk on the right side. Attila's got to watch out. He can't come by, Mr. Sky Chef. I need to post a wing walker video. I haven't got to do that yet. Midnight Maverick, I know it hasn't popped up yet, but thank you, my friends, so much for the super chat donation, and hopefully you have a great day at work, man. And I'm glad I'm able to make it a little more, better in some kind of way. All right, let's get those engines fired up. And there it is.
Thanks for helping make my morning at work more enjoyable.
All right, ignition to the right, to the ignition start. And you are clear to start engine number 1. Starting on the left side, here it comes.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
All right, pushback complete. Set your parking brake. Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
How am I? Oh, hold on, Tricker.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side.
All right, check this out. The parking brake light does actually work in the fly-by-wire. This light right here. Oh, the sound. The sound. I need sheesh. The reason I'm so freaking out, it's like I'm freaking out like this is my first time hearing it, but I mean I haven't flown this particular mod in like 2 weeks, no joke. So it's like part of the reason why I kind of like not jumping away from a plane and coming back to it, because it feels like new again. We've been kind of fanboying over the 737, and don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. But getting back to the fly-by-wire, okay, we got something good here. To answer your question, Tricker, how do I transition between my camera views? So these views in here are all quick views using my numpad. So I'm clicking different buttons on my numpad that I saved. I have my camera views back here as well. These are custom views. These are not the built-in custom views that you get to through here. Was it external or showcase? No. Yeah, fixed. Yeah, so there's these cameras, and I don't have these mapped to any buttons, so I don't even know what these look like. I've never even really used these because most of them are horrible. Well, they have some nice ones now that fly-by-wire added, but yeah, how do I get out of this now? Okay. Yeah, so I have my own that I made, and then also I used a drone camera with a Xbox controller, and that's how I'm able to fly around outside and make it look like I'm walking and stuff like that. So that's my little secret. It's not a secret, but that's my secret. There you go. So that's engine 1. We've only started 1 engine, so let's start up engine number 2. And yes, at my company we do start engine 1 and then engine 2. There's a dog barking in the cargo bin. Scotty, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, bro. Puerto Rican pilot in the house. Welcome back, my friend. I know you love you some Spirit over there in Puerto Rico. Oh, great question. Stand by, my friend. Let's finish up the startup. Rock City, I see you. There's the flaps. That was weird. That clicking noise was really weird, actually. Alright, so we have both engines avail. We're good to go now. We'll recenter this, and we'll kill the APU and the bleed. And seatbelt signs are on. All that stuff looks good. Taxi lights on. We got our taxi clearance. Oh, I keep thinking I'm an X-plane. We are cruising at 30, I forgot already, 38,000 feet over to Orlando. I'm going to release the brake. We'll take care of that on the rollout or on the roll to the taxiway. And as I release the brakes, the plane, I don't remember if it starts rolling forward on its own power. In Q&H or weather here, let's get the weather here in the chat for... where are we at? For Myrtle Beach. And one thing I forgot to do was activate track IR. Let's get that taken care of. Alright, so weather in Myrtle Beach is 060 at 10. Visibility is 10. Clear. Temperature is 14, dew point -1. Altimeter 3046. So put that in right here. Very different than what I've been flying lately. Other parts of the U.S. If you don't know, Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina. All right, that's good. VT Jake, welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. Well, it's not. Maybe my parking brake. Yeah, parking brake is off. All right, so it's not gonna quite roll on its own power. Maybe we're on a slope. Either way, we're good. Now he didn't push us back perfectly straight back, which I don't hate. Like, that's actually kind of interesting thought to tell the pushback driver, hey, I want to be in this position, but it's not guaranteed you're going to get in that exact position every time. Isn't that an interesting thought? Because, you know, that you can kind of factor in human error in a way. I got to stop here because I don't actually know where runway 36 is. I think it's that way. Let me check. Let me check my chart. Where the heck are we? It is, it's going to be to the left, actually. This is going to be Alpha. Yeah, this is Alpha. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's go. Myrtle Beach traffic. Spirit Wings 116, taxiing to runway 36 via Alpha, Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach traffic, Kit Fox 3 Romeo Delta, be following Spirit Wings via Alpha 26.
You say Kit Fox? That sounds interesting. That sounds cool. All right, we are rolling. I think the flight attendants have already done their safety briefing, so they're good to go there. We'll get switch over to TARA there. And let's see how good I am on the center line here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You guys have no idea. I worked hard to get that center line. Brados, am I a pilot in real life? I am not. I only have 1 flight hour in a Cessna 172 so far. But yes, I do plan on, it still says standby. I do plan on getting my license. All right, there we go. That should be good. And get some wing view over here as we taxi out. What up, Kenny? Welcome back, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome aboard. You got here just in time for the taxi out. We are in Myrtle Beach, Vertical Sims, brand new Myrtle Beach. And one thing I kind of wonder is, why is there no grass? I guess like a little bit of grass on the edges of the tarmac here, or the taxiway, but it's not like really any grass. I'm just curious. You work for United Ground, and it may don't what to expect. How was your first? Oh, you just get hired for United? That's dope, man. Congrats, man. All right, let's go ahead and take off. 36, departing, I think south, I believe. Yeah. Myrtle Beach traffic. Spirit Wings 116 is departing, or taking off runway 36, departing to the south. Straight out, Myrtle Beach. All right, let's get it. Buttons, wings, strobes, landing lights, activated. Takeoff lights, activated. Ding, ding. There's a ding, ding. They're ready. Cabin ready? I think cabin's ready. Let's get it.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Thank you, V1. I think V1, since V1 simulation's been added in the sound pack, I feel like he's been demoted to everybody's first officer. You know what I mean? Like, he's basically our first officer now. No way. Alright, we do have traffic on the final. I am confident we can get out before him, so we're gonna try to. Oh, we got traffic ahead of us too. Yeah, we good. This happens in real life all the time. You'll see aircraft kind of like bullying each other. They'll just go. It happens a lot on the taxiways for sure. All right, here we are. And I think it's a vector. Actually, we're not going straight. We're gonna turn. Oh, we'll see. All right, toga chat. Full toga. Airspeed's alive. A little left rudder. We got a Frontier A320 doing wheelies on our right. 80 knots. 100. V1 rotates. Oh yeah. And pause the rake, you're up. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna make left traffic here. Alright, I'm gonna climb out. Nice clear day out here in Myrtle Beach. Now I think the actual beach is on our right. I could be wrong. We're flying northish. I don't know why I said departing straight out to the south, because straight out was actually north. Look at that view. Oh, there's a beach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, flaps up. Back to throttle climb. There it is. Throttle climb set. I still have the controls. And making that left turn. There's our first waypoint. About 240 or so. Myrtle Beach traffic. Spirit Wings 116 passing at 4,000 on left turn. Departing south. Last call. Myrtle Beach. All right, and let's jump into our MCU.
Traffic 3 Romeo Delta, taking off runway 36
direct
Alpha 2,
CHS
pattern, in left pattern.
Insert, and that should get us lined up over there. I still have the controls. We'll switch over here to managed speed. Put our nose up. We are speeding underneath 10,000 feet. I'm gonna fly by hand for a little bit. It's been a while since I've been flying Microsoft Flight Sim, so I feel like it's a good idea to get some hand flying experience before we jump in the outside view. Expecting about a 1 hour flight. Wheels up, wheels down. They were pretty short. Leg down. We're following the coast all the way down to Orlando. Alright, speed looking much better, passing 8,000 feet. I'll fly to 10. Spoilers are armed, unarmed spoilers. Just following the flight director at the moment. Point the nose down just a tiny bit more. Air's 10K. Autopilot's on. Hands free. Outside. Oh yes. This is for all the banana bus haters right now. Home of the Bear Fair. So what do you guys think? You think JetBlue is gonna buy Spirit, or you think Frontier and Spirit are still gonna do their thing? Because I have no clue. Alright, we will be, I am planning to make the return flight back to Myrtle Beach as long as everything goes as planned, going down to Orlando. Scotty Bob, he says the grass is auto-generated in Microsoft Flight Sim and it does not appear on dirt. Oh, so that might be why. Okay. Spirit, the hood of the skies. I've actually never heard that one. Did you make that up? What? The hood of the skies. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Like, I feel like if Spirit is the hood of the skies, Frontier is the projects. What livery do I think looks best on the A320neo? Ooh, I like that question. Basically, what's my favorite A320neo? That's what you're asking me. Now you're passing 13 or 15K. Lights off, and we'll think about that a bit more. I don't know. I actually do like the Spirit A320neo. We'll leave that on, and we'll release the flight attendants, and we'll get the sound turned down a little bit. Even though I do love listening to those Neo engines climb out. Man, what is my favorite 320neo? I think I like them all. Wow. I think I like them all, honestly. I like the Volaris 320neo. I like the Avianca 320neo. I like the Spirit 320neo. I like the JetBlue 320neo. I don't know. Everybody who's chosen to have neos just looks great in them. And the airlines who have chosen not to have neos, I don't think would look that great in them. Like, for example, I really don't think United's neo is gonna look that great. I think they look better with the CEO engines. Delta, even though I know they're coming out with the neo for the 321, I think they look better in the CEO engine as well. I think Air Canada has neos, don't they? Spirit does have neo. JetBlue doesn't have neo? I thought JetBlue had neos. I might be thinking of the A220 though, but I'm not sure. But the reason I actually personally like Spirit, and you know, I use like sparingly.
Big up, pal.
Chief, bro, that's the homie right there. Thank you, man, so much for that support, bro. And always looking forward to your next streams, man. Chief Sim Pilot, check him out, and thank you, man, for the just the love and support you always give up to the channel. Canada does not have neos either. Okay, good to know. I don't know why I thought they did for some reason. Oh, JetBlue has a 21 neo. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what it is. Yeah, I like Frontier's neo a lot, but I like Spirit's, and I like, yeah, I don't know, I like them all. I like EasyJet's neo too. EasyJet's are a very nice looking neo. So I don't know that I could answer that. I'd have to maybe see them all lined up together on a firing range and then pick one. That's what I would have to do. Yeah, for sure. I like the 21 neo though. I like that a lot. Like the 21, it suits my size aircraft. It's like the perfect size aircraft for me. Lufthansa has a neo? I did not know that. I didn't know they had neos. Alright, somebody asked me a question earlier that I could not yet answer because I was busy, and I want to answer it now. So if you asked me a question and I didn't answer it, go ahead and drop it in the chat again for me, because I apologize that I did miss it. Jacob 845, good to see you as well, man. I'm trying to catch back up in some of the stuff I missed here. What's it like to be in a small Cessna? You're going for an intro flight on Friday, and you're scared about the claustrophobia and bouncing. What was it like? Now, it's pretty uncomfortable when it's super turbulent. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's like super bumpy and just the weather is really turbulent and choppy, being in a small aircraft like a Cessna can be very uncomfortable, and it can even make you sick. That might make you more nervous. But on my experience last time, it was so smooth. I mean, it was the smoothest air I had ever felt in my life. I mean, I didn't feel a single chop, a single bump, and it was super enjoyable. As far as the claustrophobia part, I mean, if you're already claustrophobic, I'm not, so I don't know how you would feel, to be honest, because I'm not claustrophobic in most cases. That sound, I don't know what that sound is. And so I don't know how that's gonna go for you, but I think you'll learn when you try it. If you feel uncomfortable while in the plane, before you get in the air, make sure you let the person you're with know so that you guys can figure it out. But I don't know, I felt comfortable. But I'm also a smaller person. I'm not big. I gotta have big, you know. I mean, I'm pretty, you know, light in a way. So for me, I had to move the seat up a little bit. I had to, you know, make it higher, all that kind of stuff to make it more comfortable for me to see over the the glare shield and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, just go for it, man. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You'll find out very soon which one it is. The turns in 172 might give you vertigo. I don't think so. I don't know. The turns didn't feel that bad to me. Doing stalls might be really awkward for you, for sure. But just regular turns are not gonna. I don't think it's gonna bother you too much. Again, if you love aviation and you love flying, you will know, as the cliche says, as soon as the wheels leave the ground, you're gonna be like, "This is what I want to do. I want more of this," right? So, if you don't get that, it may not be for you. What will be my most anticipated airliner coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yours would be the A380. Mine is the 737, which is a good time to talk about that, as we are at what altitude now? Okay, they're cutting grass. I'm like, what is that noise? Let's go into standard here. No, that's not standard. That's QFE. Interesting. That's standard. There we go. And back to the outside we go. So my most anticipated is the 737 from PMDG. I'm looking forward to it. I've been watching everybody stream. I've been watching Chewy. I've been watching Flying with Fabio. Yeah, who knows what I'm talking about. I did watch the British British Ace. That's his name, right? I'm sorry, British Ace. Yeah, British Ace. I watched him earlier this morning, and I really enjoyed watching him. Honestly, I really did enjoy watching him. Very informative. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I know everybody's excited about it. I've been wanting a quality 737 for a long time, and it's really not just about it being an airliner, a quality airliner coming out, but the fact that it's a 737, one of the most popular aircraft that's being flown in the air today, along with the A320 and a family of A320s. So we need a 737. Yes, there's a 737 MAX that's out already. That's a horrible quality. I do not recommend buying that plane. And if you have, you already know what I'm talking about. But this is going to be a proper plane that we're going to be flying. And I know I'm going to put a lot of hours in it. And we'll talk more about it in other cases. But yes, I'm excited about it. And I'm trying to watch streams sparingly because I don't want to ruin my first impression by only watching everybody else's first impressions and getting influenced by them. I also don't want to lose the excitement, you know, from watching a stream every day about it. So I'll be stopping in on streams to check it out, to see what people are doing, what they're saying about it. But I'm looking forward to getting it myself and really just flying, because we're gonna be flying a lot. I mean, we fly the Zeebo a lot, we fly the 320 a lot. So just imagine how much we're gonna fly the 737. And hopefully it's not too expensive. What was the process becoming the job? Wait, what? What was the process becoming the job you have now? Oh, what's the process of getting the ramp job? I applied on Indeed.com, which is a website to get jobs. I went on there. I searched ramp agent. A few popped up. I applied for a few. I got an interview with one of them, and I got the job. Like the easiest job I ever got in my life. You just have to be 18 years older. Within a U.S. citizenship, if you're in the U.S. If you're in other countries, there's other things you have to do. Training was mostly on the computer for my airline specifically. I heard other airlines are much easier than mine. We had a ton of computer training before even getting on the ramp, which I did not enjoy. It was kind of I don't know, tedious. Again, I've heard other airlines have computer training as well, just not as much as we do. But anyway, so I did that. After that, we do what we call OJT. It's on-the-job training. You go out on the ramp, and you have the people on the ramp teaching you how to do the ramp stuff. So, loading, unloading bags, doing the water, the lav. If you do catering at your company, you may have to learn how to do that. How to clean the plane sometimes if you do that. Not everybody does that. And yeah, just all little things, how to be safe, how to do certain little things. And there's a lot to kind of remember at first, but it's really not difficult. It's very, you do the same thing over and over. You'll probably spend about 45 minutes to an hour on one plane if you're doing a 320 or bigger. If you're doing like a CRJ, it's like, what, 30 minutes, something like that. Traylon Lester, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. It's good to see you with us today. Thank you so much for coming through. So yeah, I think our turnaround time is usually 45 minutes for 320s and 55 minutes for 321s for our company. And it's not difficult to turn it in that time if everybody's doing their job. Let's get the seatbelt signs off. As we'll be cruising here in just a little bit, I'm gonna switch over to perf page so we can monitor that. So we see our climbing here. It's about 67 miles away from our predicted top of climb. I think that's what that means. But yeah, it's really easy. I mean, it's really easy job to get. You just gotta, not have a criminal record and, have a license and all that kind of stuff. So it's not that difficult. Yes, a lot of background checks. But again, congrats, man, for getting hired by United, bro. That's dope. United has amazing benefits. Great benefits. So definitely take advantage of those while you're there. But yes, you will get a lot of background checks done to work at any airport or any airline. Emily, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by and saying hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yes, we're on the banana bus today. Howdy. American pilots are raving about the 320neo. Like a good rave or a bad rave, John? So Tricker asked, is there a cooling switch? Where would that be if you're still here, Trigger? I don't know where that is. I don't know that I've ever clicked on that. I'll just like go here and then you can look and then point it out. I don't know what direction to go. Man, they are cutting it grass hard outside right now. That's okay. I am a short king. Yes, sir. Hello, greetings from Austria. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, so far there's nothing I've seen in the PMDG streams that have turned me off from it. Like, oh yeah, I'm not buying that. It's gonna be a day one purchase. 100%. Like I'm not gonna wait another hour after it goes public to get that thing. Like it's gonna be insta buy. Like if I could set a button that just instantly buys it and downloads it to my computer no matter where I am in the world, that's the option I would choose to have that. So looking forward to finally flying Southwest and some of these airlines that don't fly A320s. It's above the first officer wiper switch called dual cooling. It's up here. Let's see if we have it. Uh-oh, I think I just logged out of my chat thing. Hold on. What? I'm not a robot. I hate when it does that. Like, make you log into something and ask you all these questions. Like, are you a robot? Like, no, I'm not a robot. But am I? Am I a robot? Yeah, so above the thingy, I have blower, I have extract, engine start, wipers. I don't see anything that says dual cooling. Aft ISO valve.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the flight deck, your captain speaking.
Yeah, that's all I see.
Just reached your cruising altitude for the flight. As you begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Thank you, V1. Alright, that means we're cruising at 38,000 feet. And let's see what the weather looks like up here so far. We are got a little bit of a crosswind on our nose here, 279 at 20. True airspeed is 444, ground speed 437, and we're at Mach 0.782. We are 52 miles from Royco, expecting to descend via the Seinfeld 1 RNAV arrival into Orlando. Fuel on board right now is 7,960 pounds. And you see now, cruising, fuel on board is 6. I guess it doesn't give me a descent, does it? Or did I not do something right? Yeah, the top of the descent will be in here, right? Oh, there it is. So right before for you. So I'm gonna back that up because last time I flew this plane, our top of descent was too late and we missed all of our restrictions. So I'm gonna back that up with the navigation chart. So let's go ahead and grab those real quick, because we're not gonna be cruising very long. It's gonna be, so again, it's a short flight. We are currently flying just south of Charleston, South Carolina, coming up on Savannah, Georgia. It's gonna be on our right side. Kimali, what's up, my friend? You're on spring break right now, traveling to St. Lucia, bro. That's amazing. We'll have a good time out there, bro. I've never been there. Would love to go out. Look at this. Oh, here on the east coast of South Carolina. I can't say I've ever actually seen it. Like, this is what it looks like. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this whole flight's gonna be following the coast all the way down. Let me bring up our map here and we'll talk about our flight plan and our descent and all that stuff coming up here in just a little bit. Let me find where it's at. Here it is, Sim Toolkit. Yep, there it is. There's our Sim Toolkit Pro window. So we took off out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We are now just south of Charleston, South Carolina. And here is Savannah, Georgia. And you see our flight plan has us going right down the coast. I'm gonna pass over Jacksonville and I'm gonna come down into Orlando. It's showing our top of descent for Sim Toolkit Pro over here by St. Augustine. If that's correct, I don't know. We're gonna find out now. That's why we're here. We're 30 minutes out now from Orlando. Jumping into our charts, we're using, like I said, the Seinfeld 1 RNAV. Transition is gonna be Leopard. So it says at Leopard, need to be at or below 34,000, at or above 30,000. Noom at or above 19,000, and at 280 knots. We'll continue from there straight to for you at 208 knots, continued at or above 13,000 feet, and then 12,000 feet at or above 10,000. And then here we'll just be basically just stay at 10,000. And then from there, we're expecting to land runway 36 right, which is going to be landing north. Here is Localizer, frequency 110.7, final approach course 005, which means for the end of our arrival, we'll continue here to the right through Higgs. Let's stay at 10,000 through here at 250 knots, Voss 230 knots at 8,000 or above, and then Sunday 6,000 or above, and then Q-ball, yeah, I guess Q-ball at 210 knots, 5,000 feet as we set up for a right downwind for runway 36 right. We'll make that right turn out of Q-ball over to Tramp and continue for the ILS runway 36 right. That is the entire plan. Sorry, was it 36? 35. 35, right? Wait. Oh, wait, hold on now. I guess that works for 36, right? Yeah, 36 right over here. I don't know where we're parking yet. Maybe Trigger can let us know where we're to park, or any of you guys in chat who know where Spirit parks in Orlando, what terminal we should pick. So we'll see about that. But I'm thinking though that we need to change some things in here, because I don't think it's calculating our top of the descent in the correct place. So let's go back into the plane and re-look at that before we get too far along, you know, through here. I think my chat just stopped. Hold on, guys. Let me reset my chat. I have a special chat that I look at on here that shows me both Twitch and YouTube, and I think it froze. Snooax, what is a glide slope and how do you know if you are in it, bro? Thanks for asking. I will try to explain this to my best ability as we do that here in a little bit. Gio, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Gavin says, you think they park at Concourse A? Okay, good to know. We'll go with that. Maybe. We'll see. All right, let's go in here. I'm just going to kind of compare this to what we have on my chart. So Royco. And anybody who said anything on Twitch in the last like 5 possible 10 minutes, I may have missed it. So if you don't mind just copying and repasting that back in so I can see it again. I don't have the actual Twitch stream up. I just had the chat, and I think my chat locked up for a little while, so I missed some of your messages. Beautiful. All right, so let's compare this. Where did my chart go? Where'd my chart go? Actually, I have it here on my iPad. I could just do it the easy way. Just do it the easy way. All right, so Leopard is here, and it's already wrong because we need to be at 34,000 feet or below. It has us at 35. So let's see if we can change that. So we have a no speed constraint, but we do have an altitude constraint. Now I don't know how to put multiple. So how do I say? Let's see, minus. I'm gonna try this out. I've never actually tried this. So minus 340, and can I do a slash plus 300? Let's see if this works. Trigger says airside 330 through 38 gates. Nice. Oh, that's your homie base. Sick. That did not work. Okay, that's fine. Well, the constraint is technically 30,000. Or above 30, or below 34. Let's just go with 30 even. I'm just gonna lock me at 30,000 feet. That's what I want. So I was gonna put 300 and constraint. What does that mean? Climb or descent? That's a descent. Okay, interesting. Did they update? Did they change that? You see, our top descent is now moved, which is good. That's good, that's good. After that, nooms, I'm gonna have to put these in manually because it did not import them correctly. So at noom, we need to be at 280 knots at or above 19,000 feet. Personally, in the sim, whenever there's a restriction, I'd rather be at the restriction, not at 21,000 feet, because we might not make the next one in 24 miles. So let's just go at 19,000. Or let's try above. I want to see if it'll allow me to put above in. I was going to kind of test it out. So 280, yeah, it's in there. Plus flight level 190. Cool. So we got that constraint in there already. That's good. After that, we got 4U. And 4U restriction is at or above 13. So I'm gonna click on that, and that's what it says. 280-13. So cool. So it should follow that. And after that, we have a few more constraints. Basically, all these waypoints have constraints on them now. Nick, 12,000. That's now the thing is, it says at or above 12, but here it's showing that we're expected to be there at 23,000. And I think the pink star, does that mean we're gonna be high, or is it the orange one? I can't remember what the color was. Nick will be at 21. Seinfeld will expect to be at 18, but it's supposed to be at or above 10,000. And then at Get Out, Click on that guy. And that's the way you write it, I guess. We need to be at or above 10 and 16. The speed constraint is actually 280 because we're already under a 280 knot constraint at this point. So I'm gonna put that in there just to make sure it does it. So we'll be at 16,000 there, and then Tungle, no restriction at Tungle. Higgs, maybe no higher than 12,000 feet. That shows us at 11. That's good. And then Voss, 8,000. That's correct. 230 knots. So it's got most of them in here. Sund to 306. That what now? What now? Yeah, that's right. 6,000. And then cue ball at there. So we don't have ATC. So what I'm gonna do from cue ball is we're just gonna go straight to tramp. I'm gonna delete the manual here and delete the discontinuity, and that's gonna turn us straight to tramp, and that's gonna adjust our altitudes as well. So I do see an orange here, so hopefully we'll make that, and we'll go to navigate. So the guy who asked earlier about the ILS, so the first step of setting up an ILS is obviously putting in your flight plan. So under your flight plan, you go to destination, which is the bottom. Click on the bottom code or airport code, and then over to arrival, and then here you select your ILS. When you select that ILS, a lot of times it'll automatically put it in here. So our ILS frequency is 110.7, and I'm just gonna double check that in the chart. That is correct. If you don't have charts, if you're flying in the US, SkyVector is a great free source for the US. If not, you can also just Google like KMCO airport chart and find the chart. It's probably gonna be old and outdated, but it's better than having nothing for the flight sim. So that's it. You have that in there, and that's basically all you gotta do. You have your frequency in there. The key points, make sure you select the runway in your MCDU under arrivals. Make sure that under your rad nav, you have the ILS frequency in here. And that's the main thing. You're also going to want to turn on the ILS button. That's just kind of a viewer, so you can see the ILS frequency when it comes up. And then you're going to actually click on approach here when you get within range of the ILS. And I'll show you that. We'll do it for this flight. Here comes our top descent. So we're going to go down to bottom altitude of I think 6,000. So let's scroll down this down to about 6,000 feet as we're getting right up on it. Right up on it. And I'm gonna click it now, and it's asking us for destination data now. I'm gonna go to perf, next page or next phase, and we'll get that here in just a little bit. But we should hear the engine spool down and the throttle go to idle, and we should start descending here in just a few seconds. I ain't gonna lie, vacations are great and all, but they are tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
All right, so we'll land. We'll park at airside 3, and we'll go with gate 30, I guess. It's just a random one I just picked on airside 3, so it's going to be pretty close to 36 right as well, which is good. Be a nice short taxi. We're gonna do our best to have a nice quick turnaround here in Orlando and head back to Myrtle Beach. We will not watch the replay for this leg. I know you don't like that, but in order for us to get back into Myrtle Beach in time for me to fit the whole stream into my schedule, we have to skip the replay for the first leg. So we'll definitely watch the replay on the second flight. We'll not watch it on the first one. So we'll go down, park at airside 3, gate 30. We'll do a quick turnaround, get the passengers off, passengers back on, reload, refuel, get out of here. So that's what we're gonna do it, like clockwork. David Bucacci, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. And Angel, yeah, if you ever have any questions, just ask me. I don't know everything, but the things that I do know, I'm always willing to share. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to explain them during a stream, but I'll do my best to do so at the best of my own ability. And we got a nice little escort going now as we're starting to descend. Is that an F-18? Yes, it is. Brian, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, bro. I don't think I did, but welcome, bro. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well over there, man. Always good to hear from you. And it's all good spotting TOV. You gotta do life, man. Life comes before watching streams. You know what I mean? Check out those contrails, hit the engines. Spooling down as a node points down, and we are descending with VNav. Can you believe it took us 2 years to get some nice working VNav? I got traffic on our right. I got see nav lights there, nav lights there. I'm pointing like you guys can see what I'm pointing at. Right here, nav lights here, nav lights here. Oh, there's a bunch of traffic out here. Sheesh. Traffic here, traffic here. I saw another one. It's kind of like looking at stars. You're just like looking. There's a contrail right there, so that means there's traffic in this area too. Yes, we are descending over the Georgia coast. I think we're still in Georgia. Is this Georgia? Yes. We are right on the Georgia-Florida border right now. Over here is Georgia. Over here is Jacksonville, Florida. In fact, I think all this over here is considered to be Jacksonville, Florida. There's a contrail up there passing by. HD, what's up, bro? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What do I think about the PMDG 737? I'm excited to get my hands on it. I'm honestly already, just in a couple days, tired of watching other people fly it, and I'm ready to fly it myself. Oh, there's Jacksonville right there, I think. I think that is actually the airport. I think. Or is that a different airport? Not sure. Alright, let's get our destination data set in here. I'm going to grab the weather for MCO here in the chat. Yeah, a lot of the things that I can kind of nitpick about the PMDG 737 is stuff that I really don't know until I really just get in there and fly it. Like, how does it fly? What's the flight model like? I think it's, I mean, we can see the systems are going to be pretty solid. Pretty confident in the ability of PMDG making the systems great and having it simulate a good, you know, an actual 737. The big question is, how is it going to fly? Is it going, did PMDG find a way to Frankenstein a flight model into Microsoft Flight Sim that feels more realistic than the other planes in Microsoft Flight Sim? That's I think the biggest question for some of us, like hardcore, and I say hardcore with quotes, simmers. But yeah, it looks, I mean, the thing I'm most excited about is the fact that I don't feel like I need to watch a tutorial to fly it, because I've already been flying 737s and X-Plane. I think I could just jump right in and do my thing. When did this change? Get that back over to Unicom 22.8. So we can talk to people in Orlando. Alright, so the weather right now in Orlando is 080 at 18, gusting 22. I told you guys, every time I fly somewhere we got gusts. Visibility is 10 though. Scattered at 4,500, scattered at 5,500. Temperature is 26. Let's get the weather. What's the, that's still 080 at 18. So 080. I'm gonna put 22. Worst case scenario. Temperature is 26, 2.13. I'm about to say QNH, but altimeter is 3026. Beautiful, and that's all we need right now. I'm going to put in our radio and bureau. We find out what that is. So that's going to be on your ILS chart. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring that up because I know one of you guys were asking about some of the ILS stuff, so I'm just going to kind of bring that up for us. So right now the plane is descending via the arrival. Let's turn on our constraints so we can see them. So 19,000 or above, and we're at 30. And it's still in descent mode, so it's still descending, but I guess it feels that it doesn't need to descend that far yet. So we'll stay. We'll just trust the aircraft and see what it decides to do, and if it does anything wrong, we'll override it and do our own thing. All right, bringing up Navigraph here just for a second as we get one more piece of information here for our MCDU. Right, I'm gonna go down here and do this. All right, cool. So Navigraph. So we are descending. I'm not sure if we're on here yet. I don't think so. Nope, not yet. So ILS 36 right in Orlando. So I'm not going to explain all this because most of this doesn't matter to us right now on VATSIM with no ATC. What does matter to us is, again, it's a localizer. This is the localizer. What is a localizer? Localizer is this arrow thing, this triangle thing, which you can't see much. Also here, this little triangle arrow thing is all the localizer. And you want to fly your plane into this localizer at these altitudes. Does that make sense? I feel like it's like the most simple way I can say it is fly your plane into this area right at this altitude, and you will be able to pick up the localizer radio frequency. Once your plane detects that frequency, it will attempt to fly itself to the runway and maintain these altitudes as long as you come in correctly, and we're going to try to show how to do that right. But anyways, we need the localizer 110.7 in our approach CRS 00.5. We also need down here is we'll use the Cat 1 or Cat 2. I don't know what this plane is, but we'll use Cat 2. So our decision altitude or decision height is radio altimeter 106. So I'm gonna hide this, and down here you'll see radio, and that's where we'll put that 106. So it's 106 feet above the ground, and that's it. That's all for now. We'll land flaps full 139. Yeah, looks good. I'm good there. So that's pretty much it there. And now we just wait. Right? Kenny says, I think that's the most simplistic way. Just point your plane at the arrow at the right altitude, and boom, localizer. But that's the fucking thing. I don't know. Falco Fizz, welcome back, my friend. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Question though in the chat for you guys, what do you think? What do you think of the PMDG 737? Are you excited? Are you no longer excited now that you've seen it? Are you more excited? Less excited? Are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna wait for me to buy it? Are you gonna wait for everybody else to fly it? And you know, like, is it gonna be a bomb release, like a bad bomb or a good bomb? Like it was the bomb. Yeah, I mean, Islev, the cat rating is a weather dependent and requires special equipment and crew certification. By the way, thank you, man. Yeah, I never really know that. Yeah, so thank you for explaining that though. I never really knew the different cat ratings, I guess you could say. Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, whatnot. I always kind of pick a random one, and that's what I put in. Yeah, how are we looking? We're still at 30K? Looks like it. So when are you gonna just send me, bro? I mean, I know we got a ways to go, but yeah, I agree, Kenny. I think that the PMDG website is gonna crash. Like, we're gonna break the internet when that plane is released. And matter of fact, the hours leading up to the release, if they release a date and a time that this plane is going to come out, we are going to break the internet. People are going to be refreshing and refreshing up into the second that this thing releases, and I know I will be. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be one of those people on the site refreshing it, trying to get my hands on it as soon as possible so I can start flying it, because I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. And one thing I'm really excited about, and I won't say impressed, but happy that they went the extra length to do, and they're including a decent amount of default liveries. And I know we're gonna have a lot more liveries from FlightSim.to, which are gonna be probably even better than the ones that PMDG made. But I'm excited the fact that they're gonna have so many liveries incorporated right off the jump that we don't have to worry about downloading. You know what I mean? Which is also good for people who get it on Xbox eventually. Cat 1 is a standard ILS, but Cat 2 and Cat 3 are for reduced minimums and lower visibilities. I need to write that down, so I'm gonna forget. Cat 1 is a standard ILS. Alright, thank you for the expertise here, my friend. The homie, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Scotty says, I'll want it and we'll buy it, but you want your nerd friends to do it first. and get their take on it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I respect that. I respect that. I don't know how I feel about you calling them nerds, but yeah, I respect that. I do think it's pretty cool that you get a passenger, a BBJ, which is a business jet. If people don't know, it's a Boeing business jet. That's what BBJ means. And a cargo, all in one package. Is pretty cool. I don't hate the idea of them selling each variant separately. I don't hate it. But I know for me personally, I really only care about the 737-800. I can do without the 700, the 600, and the 900. I can live without all those. I just want the 8. Now, because the 7 is coming out first, I'm going to have the 7. I don't know in what order they're going to release them, but I don't care to buy the 7.6. If they release the 7.6 before the 7.8, I'm not buying the 7.6. I only want the 7.8. So I'm going to get the 7.7, the 737, and I'm going to get the 737-800, sorry. I'm not planning to get the 6, and we'll see if they add any sauce on the 900, because the 900 is cool and all, but it's just extra. It's like I don't need it. It's not a necessity. Yeah. And because they're releasing it like that, I'm kind of assuming the pricing shouldn't be too bad either. Like we're not going to see $120 pricing like we saw on P3D, hopefully. Dang, Kenny, he says Kenny might get all the variants. Wow. Okay, well go for it, bro. Do it. Do it. That's the reason they did it. Like if you want them all, get them all. If you only want one of them, only get one of them. Now what I hope that they do is maybe sometime towards the finalization of like the 900, maybe offer an all-in-one package where you can buy all of the variants for for one big price, which is going to be a crazy amount of money, I'm sure. Which in that case, if you think about it, they would make more money doing that than the way they're doing it in P3 right now. But yeah, so we'll see what they decide. But again, I don't care too much about the 9 or the 600. I really don't care about the 737-700 either. I'm only getting it because of the first one. What are my thoughts on American Airlines? I like them. I have nothing against them. Did something recently happen with American Airlines? But yeah, I like American. I've flown American in real life as a passenger. I've enjoyed my experience with American Airlines. I like that they have chargers. Honestly, the only thing I care about as a passenger is not so much legroom, because again, I'm a smaller person. But if they have chargers on the back of the seats, if they have free movies and entertainment, those are the two things that I look for when it comes to flying as a passenger with an airline. American has that. Delta has that. I don't know if United has it. I haven't flown United in a few years, so I don't know if they've changed their cabins. But recently I've flown both American and Delta, and they both have it. And yeah, that's all I ask for. Yeah, I got it. Got to catch them all, PMDG. That is true. That is true. I'm personally looking forward to hearing some real-world pilot feedback on this plane. So far, a lot of the streamers that I've seen fly it, none of them are Boeing captains. I mean, they might fly something else, but none of them actually fly Boeing or Boeing 737s. So I'm curious to see what the opinion is on them, because they can really get into the tiny little details that none of us really know about. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm also looking forward to them kind of commenting on how it flies, how the characteristics are, because all of us we all feel like we got something to say when it comes to flight models and stuff like that. But in reality, 99% of us have never flown an airliner. So who are we to say whether something has a good flight model or not? Who are we to say that Microsoft has a good flight model? That's my opinion. Now, obviously, we can kind of tell when something's just not right. But seriously, who are we to say if it's good or bad if we've never physically flown the plane? All right, descending past 18,000 over Seinfeld. We are, what's that? Maybe 20 miles north. 30 miles north of Orlando. And what was that QNH again? Where's it at? Perf. 32.6. So it'll come out of standard now. Oops, wrong button. And put that into 30.26. Put some speed brakes out. My thoughts on Spirit. Are you just asking for my review on all the American Airlines? That's not, you know, I'm not hating on you. Spirit is cheap. We all know that. If you want to get to where you want to go with nothing extra on top, Spirit is the way to go. I've flown Spirit a bunch of times because when I fly, I ain't got a whole lot of money, and I just want to get to where I'm going, and I don't care. I mean, I do care, but at the same time, I would rather fly cheap than pay extra money, because then I want to spend money when I get there. So Spirit Airlines, though, as a passenger, I have personally not had a bad experience. If you know what to expect, you're not expecting to have great service. You're not expecting to not pay for anything extra. You know, if you bring bags, you're gonna have to pay for them a lot, probably. So before you fly Spirit, you should know, don't bring bags, or pay for them online way ahead of time where they're a lot cheaper. I've had great landings with Spirit, honestly. Matter of fact, I cannot tell you, I've never had a flight where I felt like the pilot smashed the landing. Matter of fact, every flight I've ever had on Spirit has been nothing but butter. And I actually started giving them the nickname as the butter machines, because instead of the banana bus, the butter bus, because every time I fly with Spirit, it's like the smoothest landings. So I've had a good experience with Spirit. Again, I mean, if you're looking for like a great high-end experience, I don't recommend that. But if you're just looking to get from A to B quickly, then Spirit is definitely cool. But I mean, I feel like Spirit is kind of one of the meme airlines of the U.S., kind of in the way like, you know, Ryanair is for Europe. You know, and technically, a lot of people fly Ryanair. There's a reason why they're still in business. They're doing something right. You know what I mean? But we all kind of like dog them because of just rumors. I mean, most of us have never even seen a Ryanair plane in real life, and we still say Ryanair landing. So with Spirit, I don't mind. It doesn't turn me off to say, oh, I'm flying Spirit. It's like, it's all good. I get to fly on Airbus. I get to be on a Neo. I get to be on a 21 maybe. We'll see. So. And Frontier is basically the greener version of Spirit. They have the exact same cabin layout, same seating layout, same chairs, different color coverings. It's the exact same airline, pretty much. And so for them to kind of merge, I don't see that you'll see a difference, except for maybe the livery might change, or then I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, it's gonna be basically the same thing. I think the biggest benefit for the merge is gonna be more, just more flights in general everywhere. Because Spirit is still, even today, under the Spirit name, opening more and more routes and locations. And the same thing with Frontier, they're opening more routes and locations. All right, we're going down below 10,000 feet. Here come the land lights. Speed looks okay. And here's our airport right here, KMCO 36 right. So that's about what, 15 miles in front of us. I don't know that we'll be able to see that. Leo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Leo Sticks in the house. Good to see you, man. We gotta do another flight or drive together at some point, man. Alright guys, welcome to Orlando. We are on a right. Yeah, he's having fun back there, isn't he? We're on a right downwind now. Over Voss for Orlando. We'll make a call here in just a little bit. And right on time, here it comes Rex AccuSeasons. And probably right after, my voice meter is going to cut out. That happens every stream. Two things happen, or guaranteed to happen lately. My Rex AccuSeasons updates every day at the exact same time. And then my audio program will reset and I'll go like muted for like 60 seconds. Alright, let's make the call. Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 116 is at 7,900 on the right, downwind runway 36 right. Orlando traffic. Emily, do I accept this challenge? Land a 737 Ryanair but butter it. I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. I never plan to not butter something. Butter is always on the menu. Is it delivered? No, but it's always on the menu. Our plane has put itself into approach phase, and one thing I don't like when it does that is it just goes straight to the approach speed. So I'm going to have to switch over to my own speed. Which we're going to keep it up to, I think at this point of the arrival is a max of 230 knots. So go 230 knots and we'll stay on the LNAV. QNH is set. We can actually make this landing a lot shorter by descending now. We're going to assume that ATC has cleared us down. It's going to give us vectors for the ILS 36 right. Down to, let's go with 3,000. So down 3,000 feet, and we go to vertical speed. Down click it, and we do about 1,500 feet per minute. And there we go. We're descending. So yeah, instead of going all the way out here, we're gonna cut in at Silky. That's what we're gonna do. And so again, you can't see that line I showed you earlier, those who were asking about ILS approaches, you're never gonna see that cone or that arrow on your actual screen here. That's only gonna show that on that chart. If I click on ILS now, you'll see, now I have this information here. So now it's gonna show me 110.7 to kind of confirm, hey, this is the frequency that we're picking up, that, you know, that you're sending out, you're receiving. We're 8 miles away from the runway, even though we're not on it. And then another thing to pay attention to is this little pink arrow. It's actually half of a, what do you call that? Symbol. I don't know what you call it. Diamond, yeah. It's like half of a diamond right now. And this is actually gonna center here where the yellow line is. And this is gonna center where this yellow line is to tell you that you're exactly on the ILS. Now we're flying the opposite direction right now, so it's not gonna be centered. But I'll show you when we do get it centered. You can also look here. Move this over to the ILS mode, and it gives you another kind of way to track it. I'm gonna leave that on let's go with nav. Nav sounds good. Alright, so it's making us turn at cue ball. I don't really want to do that. It's actually turning us, I don't know what it's doing actually. We want to go to, you know, let's just vector ourselves. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to heading mode, and let's extend our downwind. So keep me going in the direction we were going before. Oops. That's good enough. And we're still descending for 3,000 feet. Now you can see that diamond coming into play. And while we're here, because it's going to get busy, and I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to explain this while I'm doing it without pausing. But I'm going to bring it up on the stream again for people who are asking about ILSs. Here it is. So let's get our chart back up. And on my chart, you'll be able to see us. You should see us. If I click on this yellow hill, here we are right here. So this is us, and this is the ILS. So right now we're flying away from it. So I'm going to turn. I'm going to go ahead and turn here on my screen. For right base, Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 116, right base 36 right for the ILS. Orlando. I'm gonna turn a base here, and I know you can't see it behind the chart, but you're gonna see my arrow here starting to make a turn, and we're gonna try to intercept around this area. And I believe, and you guys can correct me in chat, I think it's like 45 degrees or less, right? That you want to actually intercept that. I'm gonna keep turning, and I'll remove that from the screen now. I think you get my point. Oh yeah, I know K-Man will have a lot to say about PMDG. I'm basically gonna fly myself direct to Silky here. So changing the heading bug to match that. That looks good to me. Again, we're at 3,000 feet. You wanna always intercept the ILS and glide slope from underneath it. So right now the carrot is now above. That is actually showing us where the ILS is. Now it's becoming into play. You see that? So that means we're getting within the range. This is gonna start coming as well. Or it's going to start centering, I should say. I can switch over to ILS here. You can see you want these lines to be all straight. This is the direction of the ILS. Let's keep that turn coming some more. And I'm going to click on approach mode. And what that's going to do is now it says Cat 3 single. Now it's going to track that ILS. It's doing all this on its own. So it's going to center this. It's going to center this. And it's gonna fly its way down to the runway. Now I see it overshot it just a little bit. And you look out the window, you see the runway. Alright, let's get slowed down. Like a lot. And get ready to land this thing. Speed brakes out just to kind of help us. But again, this diamond here shows that we are right on the glide slope. And now the plane is descending to follow this glide slope on its own. You have GS in green, which means it is tracking. Loc in green, which means it is tracking.
2,500.
And we have the diamond. The plane is trying to center itself here on this middle diamond. And we're 9.5 miles away from the runway. Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 116, 9 mile final on the ILS runway 36 right. Orlando. And still trying to get slowed down. We kind of got ready like pretty late, to be honest with you. I'm gonna drop in some gear down early to help to get some drag. Let's grab us a landing camera for this one. 1,800 feet, here comes some flaps. And another notch of flaps. And let's get way slower. 6 miles now. There you go, thank you Carl. You want to enter the glide slope below the localizer and add a degree about 15 degrees from either side. Alright, I'm gonna set my auto brakes. I'm not sure. Oh, my gear. I did put my gear down. Like, why my gear down? I forgot I put the gear down.
1,000.
Alright, we're still getting slowed down.
1,000.
And flaps full. Again, I'm not actually controlling the plane. It's completely being flown by the ILS and localizer, which is super sweet. Speed is kind of fast still. It says our approach speed is 129, which is crazy slow.
500.
And I'm gonna take the speed brakes out, arm them.
500.
Now at this point, you can let the plane land itself, or take control. And we're gonna take control.
400. 300.
My controls. Oh, we got a crosswind. It is gusty out here.
300.
Gusting 22.
300.
Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 116, short final, 36 right. Orlando.
100 above.
Uh-oh, too
200.
much. We got traffic holding short here.
Minimum 100.
Oh, look at that windsock stretched out.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Oh yes, butter's delivered. Reversers. I'll take that. On the brakes, come out of auto brake, and I believe we'll be exiting to, I already forgot. I think it's the right. Yeah, should be to the right. We're coming on Bravo 6, going to airside 3. We'll take Bravo 6 Charlie to the ramp. So we'll take this exit right here. Beautiful, AP on. Again, guys, got a quick turn here. We will not watch the replay for this flight. We're gonna watch the replay for our second flight going back to Myrtle Beach. We're gonna do a nice quick turn. We're gonna offload the passengers and load on the next passengers for the next return leg and get right back in the air. We'll stay on VATSIM and all that good stuff. So, all right, flap is open. Landing lights off. Oh, come on, come on. I can't see anything. Ah! Okay, yeah, we almost went into the drink. All right, we said airside 3, which is this one, and we said parking spot 30. Now this is the default one, so I doubt it's gonna match. Oh wait, no, this is airside 1. How do we get over here? Oh, we lost. Yeah, Frontier's over here. We don't want to be over here. I don't want to be over here with Frontier. Let's turn around. We went the wrong way. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Got some nice traffic here sitting at the gates. JetBlue Delta, is that an A220? I think it is an A220. Might be an ERJ. It looks similar. Thank you, guys. We'll take a look though and see what our landing rate was on SimToolkit Pro. SimToolkit Pro should have been tracking. Alright, flaps up. Yeah, we need to go back this way to get to airside 3 here in Orlando. Either way, guys, make sure you guys stay in your seats until we come to a complete stop at the gate and the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. The local time is 1:12 p.m. here in Orlando. I don't know what the temperature is. It's Florida. It's warm. Thank you, Scotty. I do not claim to be great at landing ever. You got if you've been watching my channel for long enough, you know you never know what you're gonna get here. Oh my, those are still out. You never know what you're gonna get here. You might get butter, you might get salt. I don't know, you might get the plate thrown at you, who knows. Alright, this should be airside 3. I'm using my twist on my left hand to, what is that, to use my nose wheel steering. Hopefully we're in the right place now. You never know, Chief. You never know. Alright, I see 56. I don't know that there's gonna be a 30 here. Don't know. It's been a while since I've been to Orlando in real life. I'm kind of hoping that I'll get sent there for work sometime. Alright, these are 50s, and this is probably going to be the 40s, and I'm thinking on the other side is where the 30s are going to be. That's my guess. I'm not looking at the parking chart, though, so I don't really know. Oh, we got the turtle out here for Frontier. That's one thing I do like about Frontier, and even before I was working, you know, around their airplanes, one of my favorite things about Frontier has always been the various tails they have, and they're all different. Frontier does not have a single duplicate plane. Every single plane has a unique livery, which is pretty cool. I don't know of any other airline that does that. And like, now that I work around them, like, I kind of want to like get pictures of every single tail and pick out my favorite ones, and you know, spot the new ones. Sometimes you'll see the same tail number come back to you, you know. Whenever all the planes look the same, like United, when they look all the same, you never know what plane. Alright, there's 31. We said 30, so make a left turn. There's 31. Oh, this is the odd side. Yeah, okay, we're switching gates. Announcement: gate has been changed for the Myrtle Beach flight to gate 34 or 33. So I'm not going all the way around here. All right, land lights off. And roll into the gate. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that should be a little bit closer. That should be good right there. All right, park brake set. We'll connect the external power and shut down the engines. And take a listen to that. That was a nice flight. I really enjoyed that. Now you can see everybody standing up, and you know, they can't go anywhere, right? And you ever thought about that? Like when the plane first parks, everybody stands up like they can actually go. Like you can't get out until they open the door, and like the first 100 people get off, especially if you're sitting in the back. So you might as well just stay seated. I mean, unless you're sitting like in the, you know, the middle seat and you just want to get the heck up. I get it, I understand. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and get these guys off here. We'll get the jetway connected and all that. I guess we'll use toolbar pushback to do that. So toolbar pushback, let's go to aircraft, jetway. Jetway's gonna come and connect to us. It should. Thank you so much, Acklins21 for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, my friend. Good to see you. Here comes the jetway. I think you're right. I think my strobes are still on. And my beacon is still on too. Which might be the reason why I didn't come up originally. Nice, let's get those shut off then. Yep, you're right. Strobe lights were still on. And here comes the beacon. And should we leave the master APU? We'll turn the APU off. Save some gas, because we do have to refuel anyway. Seatbelt signs are off. That is all good to go. We'll get the catering this time. For those who want to pay for things on Spirit, this is for you. And our baggage. So we have to click that twice, because the first time you click it, there's nothing here. Right? Because we parked in a random spot. Microsoft Flight Sim. Whoa, is that a baggage cart in the sky? Y'all seeing this? What? How did they get up there? Like, whose bag is that? Can you imagine how your bag is not going to make it to your destination because it's on top of a jetway? Is that our baggage cart? Let's see. I'm gonna click it again. That's catering. Here comes baggage. I don't know if that's our cart or not. Scott Bob. Aircraft now landing at gate 30, 31, 32, 33. Stylish Ganesh. This is called Microsoft Flight Sim, my friend. You can get this on Steam. You can get it on the Microsoft Store or Xbox Game Pass. I just want to see if this thing moves. Oh yeah, there it is. Wow, that's interesting. Alright then. Well, they're gonna do their thing. And we're gonna do our thing in here. Okay, so, one thing we need to do down here in the MCDU whenever you are doing a turnaround or ending a flight is you need to go to, I think it's under MCDU menu, ATSU or ATSU, AOC, weight and balance, and then you're gonna want to go to total passengers and click 0. Put that in total packs. Yeah, I think I did it. And then hit start. And that will start onboarding passengers. Now, depending on what your settings are, in the tablet, that could take a while. or it could just take no time. So I think I have mine set to fast, so it shouldn't take too long to do it. But while that's happening, we can go now back into our thing and pick up all of our flight plan information. So actually I need to stay in the MCU menu back to 8. Wait, I gotta make my flight plan first. I haven't done that yet. Forgot. So I'm gonna go to sim brief and I'll grab that. I think you're right, Nicholas. I don't know what it is about when we landed into Orlando, but I am definitely taking a bit of a hit on my FPS right now. It could be, it's probably AIG. That's my guess. There's a lot of planes here. Yeah, it's probably AIG taking a hit. We'll see. I'm gonna do everything I can to not have to go to the main menu. We might have to. It might be smart to get a nice fresh restart from the main menu, though. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think it's gonna help my FPS? I got my new flight plan though. That's ready to go. Same call sign, Spirit Wings 116. Heading back up north to Myrtle Beach. Yes, Orlando is one of the handcrafted airports built into Microsoft Flight Sim. I think it's one of the basic ones. I don't think it's like a, I don't remember, but I don't think it's one of like the super deluxe editions. Yeah, our FPS is not happy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, Nicholas. I think it will be safe. I mean, we still gotta do the same process either way. So let's just go to the main menu. I'm not gonna restart all of Microsoft Flight Sim because that would take a while. Unless we're forced to do that, I would prefer to just avoid restarting all of Microsoft. So we'll do that. It's in the standard. Thank you, Spotting. It's in the standard. So Orlando handcrafted is in the standard edition. All right, back to world map. Boom, boom, boom. And this is actually Myrtle Beach. We want to go to Orlando. And we were over here at Airside 3. And there's 30. That's the spot we should have taken. I guess all of this must be Spirit. We actually, I think we took this spot. Yeah, 33. And live, for whatever reason, live weather is like a lightning bolt. That is not what I saw at all. And fly. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it clears it up. If it doesn't, then oh no, guys, we might have to run with it because I am not about that restart Microsoft Flight Sim live. What time is it right now? By the way, I'll take this time actually to promote our Formula One World Tour we're doing. If you're interested in racing, in Formula One racing specifically, me and a lot of our guys and girls in our Discord are doing a world tour where we follow the real world Formula One schedule. We're flying to every race. There's 22 races from now till November, I believe. And we're following along all the races around the whole world. It's been a lot of fun flying cargo, flying private jets, you know, basically whatever you want to fly, whatever your imagination can have. I've been doing a lot of cargo flying myself. I did do the flight from Saudi Arabia to Melbourne a couple weeks ago, which was a 16-hour flight. I can't remember how long it was. It was long. Flew that in the 787, I think with Qantas, I believe, as a commercial flight, a bit of a charter flight. And then my next flight is gonna be in the A350 if it works. We fly. Oh, that baggage cart is now on that thing again. Yeah, I don't think it fixed my FPS, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it, sadly. Yeah, so I'm planning on doing that actually right after this stream. So that's gonna be leg 4 of our tour so far. We'll be flying from Melbourne to Italy, Imola, Italy is my next flight. So if you want to join me, come through. I'm planning on recording it to post as a video later if everything goes well. But I may pop in Discord and show some of the en route portions. So definitely come through. You can start over from the beginning if you want, and do the first leg, the first 3 legs. I mean, it's up to you. It's all kind of, we're all doing it at our own pace. I'm trying to keep up with the actual real world schedule, which has races like every 2 weeks. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been flying to places I haven't really been to, flying over areas I've never been to, getting a lot of heavy jet flying, some long hauls and some short hauls. So it's been pretty nice. Our next few flights can be, I think, around like Europe, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm also gonna be mixing in some trucking sim too with this too. So again, come through if you're interested anyway. All right, so I got the external power on, batteries on, ADIRs are starting up or getting ready to be aligned and whatnot. We got the smoking signs on, passenger signs are left off for now. Yeah, that's all we need to do up here. Back down to our MCDU, FMGC. No, that's not what I want. That is not what I want. Okay, MCDU menu, clear this bottom stuff. ASUS. I don't know what that means, but that's what you have to click. Init press and init data. Did I actually? Yeah. Init data request, and that should import. Yeah. Orlando to. I want to say Monterey, but it's actually Myrtle Beach. Init data request. I already did that. Yeah. So once you do that, it imports all your flight plan. And if we go to our flight plan page, we'll see that we don't have a flight plan. And the reason why we don't have a flight plan is because I haven't gone to init yet to initialize. So initialize request. And that's going to bring in our entire flight plan. It's going to uplink it from the dispatch database. Boom, shakalaka. Flight number is not needed, but we can make one if we wanted to. Cost next 25, cruising at 39,000 feet. I don't know what tropo means. Is that troposphere? Is that what that's about? No idea. What else? Let's jump over to fuel up the plane in our EFB. That is true. Thunderstorms do just come out of the blue out here in Florida. That is 100% accurate. All right, that's imported really just for this screen. You know, I always forget. I can do charts in here now. I should have been using this the whole time. I completely forgot about that. I think this one goes to, yeah, nope, this one. Yeah, here we go. Fuel we need for this flight. Let me see, dashboard, flight planning. I didn't reset my Navograph. Oh, wow, our landing rate for the last flight was 114. Forgot to mention that. Butter, yeah, butter. I'll tell you, the freaking butter machine. The butter bus. Let me get my flight plan into imported. I did read down Volanta recently, but I still don't really use it like all the time. All right. Oh, we got ATC now. Oh, hello. I don't know if we need to talk to them. Oh wait, ATIS is on, so maybe yes. All right, we'll have to look at that here in just a second. Where's flight summary? Let's get our OFP. We need 10,696 pounds of fuel, which is definitely more than enough. 10696, and it's instant. So boom. If you wanted to take a realistic amount of time, you can click on real right here, and it'll actually slowly load up if you want to. For the sake of the stream time, I'm doing everything instantly. Back over here, let's get some passengers on this plane. We probably should connect the jetway. And the carts, all that stuff. Thank you. Oh, I didn't click on this, did I? Align on ref. Let's get that taken care of too. Confirm alignment. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, back to MCD menu. ASUS. I wish there was a faster way to get in here, but you know, it is what it is. And let's go to OFP request. That's going to import the information from our weight and balance from SimBrief. Tells the computer we have 139 passengers on board, and we'll start boarding. Nice. All right, back to flight plan. So whenever you import your flight plan, it brings in everything except for your departures and arrival. So MCO departure, we are expecting. Oh, you know what? The ATIS just came on, so let's find out what the ATIS is before we commit to a runway, because it could have changed. And if the ATIS is on, I assume we have to get IFR clearance from somebody. The American Ryanair is disappointing us. Yeah, I think it is. It's not giving you those smashers like you want. Alright, my flight plan has now been filed to VATSIM. We're gonna relog into VATSIM now, and let's see what we get. Still call sign is the same, Spirit Wings 116. And let's get these screens brightened up. Boom, dum, 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 dum. Yeah, MCO approach is on. Nice. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Turn that up. Turn that up. All right, let's go down to our radio. And Orlando ATIS is on 121.25. I gotta scroll through all this. I still have not got my radio panel to work. I'm hoping that maybe figure that out later today. I don't have to scroll through here for 5 minutes. I'm still scrolling, trust me. I'm pressing. Come on, baby. Keep scrolling. Only got a few more. Alright, oh, pass it. There it is. 121.25. Got it.
Notices to air mission. As decks in use. Operate transponders with altitude reporting mode and ASB if equipped enabled on all airport surfaces. Pushback can start at the loss of discretion. Ground control and entry taxiway. Reach by call hold short instruction. Birds and deer on and in vicinity of airport. As decks in use. Operate transponders with altitude reporting mode and ASB if equipped enabled on all airport surfaces. Bright lights on road between runway 17 right 35 left and runway 17 left 35 right may be mistaken for runway lights advised on initial contact. You'll have information Alpha.
Alpha? And I wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
Orlando International Airport has information Alpha. 1553 Zulu Special. 1070 at 18+22. Visibility 10. 4,500 scattered. 5,500 scattered. Temperature 26. 2.13. Altimeter 3026.
I assume I was talking.
Simultaneous.
I got it here. Departing runway is at 36 left, 36 right, 35 left. We were expecting to get maybe 36 right. That's where we landed.
Welcome aboard.
So we'll see if we can get that again. 36 right in here. And our departure is the Faith 2.
Yeah, 1527. What's your airspeed? You still have about 30 miles till you're at the field.
Via.
We're going about 160-ish knots right now. Yeah, you might want to kick that up a little bit, otherwise you're going to be there for a while.
Orlando, Spirit 116, looking for IFR to Myrtle Beach.
Spirit 116, expect a PDC.
Alright, we'll get that PDC then, cool. We'll have to wait for that then. Shouldn't take too long. He's not that busy. I think he just came online. There it is, beep beep. Let's see what we got. Our pre-departure clearance is transponder code 0702. 0702. And what else we got in here? Filed flight level 39,000. That did not change. Our departure is the same. Faith 2 via VIAP. Quebec 87 to J. Ross. Is that what I asked for? Yes, that is what I asked for. And then to Charleston, VOR.
You did 1527 flighting 350.
Climb via SID, except maintain 7,000.
350, I believe it. Airport is in sight right now. 1527.
And departure frequency is on 124.8. I think is what his number is. Yep.
Left. Cleared runway C5 left, 1527.
Push and start is at pilot's discretion. Contact appropriate ground control with current ATIS short entry taxiway pre-departure clearance. All right, cool. So pretty simple. Everything we asked for, we got. So no changes into the MCDU. We've already got that good. So arrival, in Myrtle Beach. We're expecting to land on runway 18 this time around, so that's cool. ILS 18. No star, no transition. Just throw it in there. I wonder if there's an RNAV for this airport. We'll see. We'll check it out later. So pack should be done. I heard him call earlier. So go to our init page. Init page. Next page. And we'll double click on this. And click on that. Yes, I am using model matching. Taxi via Zulu. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream. And now we're to perf. I think I'm doing this in the right order. Flaps 1. Flex. Just making up numbers. We'll go with 62. We're going to do a toga anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And V speeds. 129. 130. Taxi via, you're on MCO approach. Sweet, man. And 210 will be our climb out speed in the next phase. 2, 1, 0. Got it. Alright, going through just again, just double check, make sure I didn't forget anything. Again, don't need flight number, not important. Our fuel, 0 fuel weights are good. Our perf page looks solid. Our flight plan looks solid. Check on the discontinuities. There are no discontinuities. Beautiful. RadNav doesn't, not important at the moment. Good to go. Cool. Let's get the APU fired on. Should have done that before I checked the flight plan. That'd be much easier. And we will pre-plan our pushback. I'm expect
27 runway 35
right.
clear to land. The wind at Orlando is 0818 gust to 22. 35 left clear to land and out of 1527.
I'm a left control click and zoom out, and we'll put ourselves right. Let me see. Whenever I do pushback now in the game, I always think if I was here in real life, where would I push this plane? Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay, there we go. I don't know if that'll push them all the way back here, but we'll just put it all the way back here. On the taxiway line. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright, and come on out.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Brighten up the ECAM displays a little bit. It's kind of hard to see in the stream. I'm using AIG model matching. If you're on VATSIM flying any of the major American airlines, I should see you in the correct paint scheme. In theory, it should just work that well. And let's get our QNH in. Let's see, the weather was, where is it at? 3026 again. Continue to APU. So start. Alright, we're clear, starting to push. And he's gonna start yelling at us to release the parking brake over and over until we do so. So we gotta hurry. We're not ready because we're still starting the APU. Not ready to disconnect the ground power. Alright, 3026.
First JetBlue 113, ready to taxi short Julia 2.
And we'll get the beacon light on. And kill the music. Oh, we forgot one fuel pump, 2 fuel pumps. Did I click on start on the APU? I didn't, did I? I thought I did. Alright, music is off.
Please release parking brake.
Oh yeah, the first leg was nice. I'm looking forward to the second one.
Cable tunnel airport surfaces. Right lights on road between runway 17 right 3.
That's cool. Did not know I could do that. 1248. That's not the right frequency.
Orlando International Airport ASUS information alpha. 1553 Zulu Special. Wind 070 at 18 gust 22. Visibility 10. 4,500 scattered. 5,500 scattered.
AP is a veil. AP bleed on. External power off. Pop, pop.
Altimeter 3026.
Eagle signs on. Brakes off. Let's go.
ILS runway 35 right on that. Runway 36 left in use. Visual approach available on request. Landing runway 36 left, 35 right. Departing runway 36 left, 36 right, 35 left. Notices.
Shut up. Like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I'm trying to change my frequency right now. Okay, I guess we could what was it? I'm trying to go to 1248. Wait, let me just change this to something else.
Rolling entry taxiway.
Alright, now we shouldn't hear anything. Alright, 1248. We have alpha. That's what's important. It's taking me forever to scroll to 8 from 4. And here it comes. There it is. Alright. Alright, that's back on approach frequency. Cool. Alright, we should be pushing. And we're clear to start engine 1. Sheesh. Alright, cool.
Okay, can anybody on this frequency hear me?
Yes.
Thank you.
We do start from the inside this time.
Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoyed this experience.
I freaking love that sound.
Completed. Please set your parking brake.
Park brake set, clear disconnect.
Parking brake set.
Alright, let's go over to KMCO.
Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect.
And pin that one.
You at the side. Have a good flight.
Our SID is
Holding
the
position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Faith 2. We'll pin that. And 2 KMYR. We'll grab the star. Oh wait, there is no star. The approach is ILS 18 and the taxi chart. Oh, so now that we've pinned them, we can now go to the
Orlando
homepage.
Departure, hello, Southwest 800 with
And they're all just
We'd
here,
like to pick up our
ready to
IFR
go.
clearance to Myrtle Beach.
Freaking love that.
South 800.
Freaking love that. How do I zoom in? Oh, here's the button. So we are here, and we want to get to over here, 36 left. So let's go Echo 1, maybe.
Take up.
Echo Bravo. Alright, did I start? I didn't start engine 2. Starting 2.
JetBlue 113, I'm going to give you takeoff clearance earlier on at the PAX, runway 36 flight clear for takeoff.
On that PAX 36 flight clear for takeoff, JetBlue 113.
I'm a potato. Hello. Dang, we should do a single engine taxi. I always forget. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh man, I love it. I do. Alright, we're ready. Pushback trucks out of the way. We should be just about a veil. On engine 2. Yep, there it is. APU off, APU bleed off, taxi lights on, runway turnout lights on. Orlando Spirit Wings 116 is ready to taxi with Alpha.
I think you've left the room for a minute.
Oh, should I just go? If he left. Potato Man, this is Microsoft Flight Sim, my friend. That's what this is. And we'll do a setup view for taxi out. Rockin' Thrustmasters TCA Airbus joystick and throttle. And we're just waiting for our taxi clearance and then we'll go. I think the controller stepped out for a bit. And if you are new to Flight Sim or Microsoft Flight Sim, the voices that you hear are all real people, alright? So if you hear somebody talking to me, that's a person on the other side of the world playing as an air traffic controller and direct me on where to go in the airport, and they can actually see me on their scope. Is that Spirit plane getting service from the catering truck? Wait, is he about to push back? Okay, I don't understand what I'm...
JetBlue 113 for the contact, say altitude.
Oh, he's back. I don't understand how the ground handling is working with my AI.
JetBlue 113, thanks. Stop and maintain 16,000.
Alright, let's get our clearance here.
16,000, 113.
Orlando, Spirit Wings 116, looking for taxi. We have Alpha.
Spirit 116, runway 36 right, taxi the Echo 1, Echo, and Charlie.
Hey, over to 36 left, Echo 1, Echo Charlie, Spirit Wings 116. Alright guys, we know what to do. Brakes released. That's set. That's set. That's set. That's centered. Let's go. PWS is on, system 1. A little bit of power. And as I said, Echo 1 should be directly ahead of us. Not gonna lie, Orlando's taxiways can get a little confusing. I don't fly here a whole lot. But I think my home airport, Houston, is probably
113, just so you know, we are climbing. We had a overspeed issue for a second there, but we're on the climb now.
Alright, transponder is now on
Okay,
Charlie.
thanks.
Let's slow down, we're taxiing like 25 knots. Hey, hello Delta. Delta friend. Alu's channel, that is actually incorrect. I do understand that that's a thing that people say, that you should never taxi faster than a man can walk, but that would be extremely inefficient to get anywhere. Now that's what they teach you in flight school when taxiing with like small little Cessnas, just to make sure you don't go crazy, but that is not really accurate, so sorry. Go to an airport in real life, an international airport, and tell me how fast they're taxiing. Alright, so this is Echo 1, and then he said Charlie, which is going to be this one right here. I believe this is Charlie. What up, Ferris? Your dream is to become a pilot? Well, make it happen, man. Do it, bro. Put the work in, bro. Believe in yourself, you can definitely do it, man. Alright, we are almost to where that southwest is, that's where we're going. Yeah.
JetBlue 113, Jacksonville Center 135.902.
135.902, JetBlue 113.
But we are going a little fast, though. We're going about 24 knots. We need to go by, like you said, around 20 knots for taxi speed. Is about as fast as you want to go. I have seen people do it faster. And I get flight attendants ready for departure.
Spirit 160 on next tax, runway 36 right, you're clear for takeoff.
RNF what? Clear for takeoff, 36 left, RNF fax, Spirit Winds 116.
Stop, confirm 36 right.
36 right. Wait, where the heck are we? Alright, yeah, that's right, 36 right. We're at 36 right. Just making sure it's the right runway. Alright, we've already got the clearance to take off, so we can do our thing. Let's get the landing lights on. It is helpful to have all those mapped to a button somewhere.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Yep, flaps are good. The southwest is actually at 36 left. We're taking off 36 right. MJ True DK, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Alright, flight controls are good. One last check. Again, the flaps are good. We got our Spirit coffee mug. The banana bus is clear for takeoff. Runway is clear to the right, and final is clear. And we were clear for takeoff, 36 left, RNF fax. I like that name, RNF fax. And I'm not gonna hold the brakes, none of that. We're just gonna get right to it, straight up Toga. Toga time. Airspeed is alive. Air is 80. And V1. Rotate. Ooh, too much rudder. Oh, it's gusty. Look at that crab. Positive rate, girl. Jesus Christ.
Spirit 116, say altitude.
Oh, that's not the right button. That's not the right button. Spirit Winds 116, passing 1,000.
Spirit 116, better contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, Spirit Winds 116. I know, we're fast. I know. I know. I know. Alright, we are in throttle climb. I'm pointing the nose up. We came out a little hot there, but we're okay. Alright, autopilot's on. Flaps up. Throttle set to throttle climb. Clear to 16,000, I think he said. 16,000. And VNAV, or managed speed. There we go, outside. Downtown Orlando on our left wing. Yeah, you're right. I should have put the rudder correction before takeoff. That is correct. Is that Orlando Executive?
Spirit 116, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
135.902, Spirit 116. Alright, now we got some radios to do, so we'll be down here for a while. 132. 135.902. Yeah, this is why the radio panel, this thing over here, is so important. I think it might work. Let's see. Nope. I didn't think so. Alright, what was it? 135.925. So I know there's a driver that's supposed to make it work, and I'm gonna try it and see if it works, but it hasn't worked for me in a while. Alright, 135.925 over to Jacksonville Center. We're passing 8,000 feet. Been on 9,000. Jacksonville Center, Spirit Winds 116, passing 900,000.
Spirit Wind Spirit winds 116, Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level 390, welcome aboard.
Up to 390. Good afternoon, Spirit 116. Alright, 390. That's our final cruise out. Beautiful. Alright, a bit of a sketchy departure. As someone mentioned in the chat, I should have put in my rudder correction before taking off, right? My rudder trim. I did not do that. But, you know, we learn from our mistakes, don't we? That's land lights off, nose lights off, runway turn off lights off, wing lights off. And, we'll do that there. Look at these clouds out here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This flight in Microsoft Flight Sim, which I have not been playing lately, I'm doing a lot of X-Plane, is making me really even more excited about that 737. Because I feel like I thoroughly enjoyed. Let me turn this down. Sorry about that, but I feel like I thoroughly enjoy flying this plane and the experience that you get flying this plane. Visually, the sounds, the immersion of all the systems that they've implemented. I get a lot of just satisfaction out of flying flights with this aircraft. And having a Boeing 737 that can hopefully give me the same satisfaction
FedEx 3498,
is
leaving my
something
airspace to the north, Atlanta offline,
I'm really looking forward to as well.
Good day. Cap 1549, your radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 3,500, you can proceed on course.
Potato, what would I say is better, X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim? Yeah, and thank you, my man, for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family.
Cap
but
1549, Jack.
Neither of them are perfect. Let's just say that.
Cap 1549, your radar contact.
I honestly can't say either are better anymore.
You can proceed on course.
They do certain things better than the other. Visually, Microsoft wins by a mile, like by miles.
1549 negative. You cannot leave
by generations.
By the class Charlie airspace.
But X-Plane and its aircraft selection and its quality of add-ons and its quality of flight model are all much better, in my opinion, than Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, but that doesn't make X-Plane better, though, in my opinion. So I enjoy both of them. I have both. I fly both back-to-back all the time. It just depends on what I'm looking for. If I want a certain type of experience, you know, that I can only get in X-Plane, then I'll go to X-Plane for it. If I want a certain experience that I can only get in Microsoft Flight Sim, I'll go to Microsoft Flight Sim for it. So I can't really say anymore. I used to say this is better, but no, I can't say either are better than the other. But yeah, on takeoff, I was putting in manual rudder correction during the takeoff roll. When the wheels got real light, though, that's when you noticed me kind of start to swirl off to the left side, and I had to kind of I tried to react to it instead of anticipating it. I was trying to react to it, and because of that, you saw it kind of twitch, and then I went way off to the left, and we just went off the runway basically. So
1026,
yeah.
1026, JetBlue 556.
Do a scan pattern? What do you mean by that exactly? Do you guys remember these clouds being out here when we came here? I don't remember it being this cloudy on the way in. Then we got I think there's some storms rolling in to the northern Florida area here, over Jacksonville. Yeah, I agree with Kenny. It depends on what you want in your flight sim, on the pros and cons of X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. I mean, if I was just getting into flight sim for the first time ever, and I never had a flight sim, I would personally go with Microsoft Flight Sim. If somebody is asking me which should I go to if I'm brand new to flight simming, I would still say Microsoft Flight Sim. I think Microsoft Flight Sim is much more new, user-friendly. If you're just getting into it, you can actually learn a lot about everything just from getting into Microsoft Flight Sim. It has training, little, you know, mini games within the sim that teach you the basics of flight, the basics of your instrument, stuff like that. X-Plane actually does have that as well, just not as extensive as Microsoft has done it. Now, tutorials are your best friend on anything you fly. So no matter what sim you choose, just go on YouTube or Google and search tutorial on how to fly this plane, and you can learn how to fly that plane. Whether it be a 320, a 737, a 787, a 74, whatever you're into, just look it up and you'll find it pretty easily. But again, I think it's just much easier, and it's a smaller or easier learning curve getting into Microsoft Flight Sim for the first time than X-Plane, in my personal opinion. Doesn't mean Microsoft is better. I just think for new people, it's better for them. Now, if you play Microsoft Flight Sim and you start learning about aviation through that, and you want, you know, an MD-11 that Microsoft does not have, or you want a, you know, a certain type of, you know, 757, 767, or whatever, you know, then from there you can decide to transition over to X-Plane. So yeah, that's what I think. It is always a beautiful day above the clouds, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, I think the Salty 747 has made some really big upgrades, man. It's the mod for the default 747, and it's now in the fly-by-wire installer. I have not installed it through there yet, but I'm really excited that it's in there. So now I can keep up with my updates through there. I need to uninstall the one I have right now so I can replace it with that. But yeah, man, hopefully we'll be flying in a 7.3 sometime soon. I think my personal first flight is probably going to either be Southwest or United for my first PMDG 7.3 flight. Probably be Southwest, because we haven't been able to fly Southwest since Microsoft has been out. Alright, how are we looking inside? Beautiful departure so far. 28,000 feet and climbing to 39,000. It's going to go standard on the squawk here. Down clicking that. And we'll zoom out here. We'll unarm our ground spoilers. Make sure all our lights are off. Yep, that looks good.
Jack, Captain 49, we have an honor.
And it's pretty smooth up here, so we'll turn off the seatbelt signs.
Cap 15.9.
And let the cabin, let them do their service.
Emergency, we have a minute.
Okay, what emergency do you
have? Our altimeter is not working. Failing on us, we're still showing 0. Anyway, we could just go direct back to Charleston.
And Cap 1549, Roger, you can turn right heading 3, let's make it 010. It's going to be vectors for the visual runway 15 approach.
That's interesting.
15 approach, Cap 1549, 020, thank you.
So somebody on the radio is simulating an emergency due to a failed altimeter.
141, leaving my airspace to the north. Atlanta is offline. Radar services are terminated because we changed the trip. Good day.
Yeah. So I guess, like, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what the extent of that altimeter fail is, but basically,
Cap 1549. Actually,
they probably can't tell how high they are.
Do you have the field radar off your right wing? Because that's runway 3 that you departed off of your right wing in 8 miles.
We have it barely in sight. Whichever, it might be, we're trying to show some flight engine failure. I'm not going to get into performance, so if we can get you close to the runway, that'd be best.
Yeah, just turn right, how about heading 060, and the field will be 12 o'clock. You can just make it straight in for runway 3.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. Runway 3, Captain 49.
I love how we're all just listening into this guy's emergency. We're just like, I don't know about you guys, I'm just like, what's going on? What is he doing? So I don't know what's happened, but I guess he's getting vectors for the visual to land at the nearest airport. I didn't catch what airport he was at, or his call sign. I don't know if he's the same guy who was taking off with this back in Orlando, but it's definitely interesting. It reminds me of the fact that I want to do more emergencies. The thing that's really cool is when ATC is able to play along with you, because they don't have to. I mean, it's not up to them to actually simulate an emergency with you if you want to do that, you know. But sometimes the controllers are nice enough, or maybe they're not that busy, that they're willing to.
Cap 1549. The Charleston wind is 130 at 11, so you will have a little bit of a tailwind, gusting 15. Runway 3 clears to land.
Roger that. Cap 1549. Thank you for the wind.
All right, so he's actually in Charleston. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This guy's actually playing along with the emergency. It's pretty dope. Elbat Pino is in the chat. What's up, bro? Welcome back, my friend. Merci beaucoup. Bringing the wine and cheese. Bonjour, ça va? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back, man. How are you hyped, man? Are you hyped about the PMDG 737? Are you excited? Are you excited to get your hands on some 737 magic? Not the Max, just some magic. I know I am. I know I am. But I'm not gonna lie, I have been very happy with today's flight. And I know even after that 737 comes out, I am gonna find myself time and time again going back to this plane, because the developers haven't given up on it. It's gonna continue to get better. They have a lot of amazing things they're planning on doing with this plane, and I look forward to just continuing to experience. I feel like this is the best the FlyByWire has ever been as a whole. It has VNAV now. It has the descent stuff. It has you know, the cabin announcements now, so big shout out to V1 for being a part of that. Pixel, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. So very well done. I mean, there's obviously some things that need to be worked on, but again, it's a freeware, you know, community project, so it's pretty sweet.
Jack, I'm Cap 1549. If you're just order, I just reset the avionics bus. Our altimeter is back. We can go ahead and cancel this approach.
Cap 1549. You want to do what, sir?
Let's just go ahead and maintain our VFR, regular flight plan, cancel the approach. I reset the avionics bus, our altimeter is now back.
Okay, so you want to resume back on course to your destination, or do you still want to land at Charleston?
Let's go ahead and resume back on course, let you know if anything else happens.
Okay, Cap 1549 is squawk 1012, and you can turn right on course.
1012, Cap 1549, we're turning right.
So it sounds like it was a false alarm. So if you just joined us, we were listening in on an emergency on VATSIM. A guy had an issue with his altimeter, which most likely means he couldn't tell how high, you know, he was. His instruments weren't working correctly, so he was declaring an emergency and requesting to go to the nearest airport, which sounds like it was Charleston, which is in South Carolina. And now he's went on the radio and said, "I reset everything and now it works. We would like to continue to our original destination." So they're back out on the way wherever they were going before. So I'm glad he got it figured out.
But
Center, hello, Southwest.
Definitely made it interesting to listen to.
10,500 for 16,000. Southwest 800, Jacks, climb and maintain flight level 350. Up to flight level 350, Southwest 800.
What up, Jules? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You're saying you just downloaded the 737 Max and you love it, and you're wondering what is that free pushback add-on. My question to you is for what sim? I'm assuming you're talking about Microsoft Flight Sim. If you're talking about Microsoft Flight Sim, the free pushback add-on is called Toolbar Pushback. Here it is right here. It doesn't say the name on it anywhere, but it's called Toolbar Pushback. By our new friend, actually, Ambitious Pilots. And yeah, it's on flightsim.to, again, completely free. And I think it's an essential tool for Microsoft Flight Sim now. Like, you can't play Microsoft without it. You know what I mean? At least airliners. So I don't know what kind of plane he was flying. Oh, it's hilarious. W altimeter failure on the 420.
Maintain 350, American 1421, thanks.
That's hilarious. That's good. I like that. This is 420. I forgot. Oh yeah. Well, we getting high the right way today. 39,000 feet high. Let's get it. It's Ducky. How has the VNAV been working on the FlyByWire? It's working pretty good for me, man. Pretty good. I haven't been able to complain too much about it. My first time trying it, I think a month ago or so, we had a little bit of issue with it, but today it's been working pretty good. We're 37,000. We will. One thing I've had to do, and I don't know if it's a VNAV problem or just a everything else problem, but I have had to go in and adjust my altitudes for my top of descent because it was calculating it wrong. Now in this flight going back to Myrtle Beach, there is no star. All we have is an approach. If I look over at our EFB, which is our departure, which I think we've already flown out of. Here's Myrtle Beach approach, ILS 18. Where's the good jams at? Give me some good jams. Like, I want to vibe out right now. What you got? Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, yeah. So this is our chart for Myrtle Beach International, ILS 18, and we're basically gonna fly straight into this. We don't have anything before that for altitude guidance, so basically we just need to hit UX depth right here at 2,000 feet. So here's a waypoint right here, and here's the altitude down here.
Good afternoon, Jack Center. Delta 429 is 20 miles south of Waypom, flight level 20.
Yeah, so I guess that's really it. So if we go in our FMC, we shouldn't see any altitude restrictions except for that 2,000 feet at UX dip. So I'm assuming we're gonna make it based on what this top of the descent says. So we'll have to find out.
034, 1034.
But wait, so we're right about to reach 39,000 feet right now. Once we get there, we'll get prepared for our top of descent, which is going to come up about 100 miles after that. What do I think of Vertical Sim's KMYR? I think it's a great option for scenery out here. When we get back, maybe I can take a closer look. But from what I saw, to be honest, I love Vertical Sim, but I don't think it's his best work. I don't think it's his best work. It's not bad. I think it's still worth the money. I still think it's worth to buy it. I think people should buy it. But it's not Tampa. It's not like his X-Plane stuff. His X-Plane stuff, in my opinion, is just higher level. It's like a higher bar. But I'm definitely gonna fly in and out of Myrtle Beach on my own time and streams, you know, from time to time, whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna come back. I'm definitely gonna come back and enjoy it. I may change my mind on approach. We'll see. But yeah, I think airside though, like on the terminal side, I think it's really good. I think the terminal side is pretty good. The like parking lot side, like the other side of the airport, is kind of like a little less detailed than what I'm used to from him. I don't think he did any interiors, but we also didn't check. I didn't check if he did interiors or not. Again, I maybe look at that when we get back if we have time. But also, do not let me forget to use the flight control replay, alright guys, when we land. I want to make sure we catch our replay for this last leg. Is it better than Fayetteville? I can't remember. I haven't flown to Fayetteville in a while. I can't remember. I was probably equal, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe a little better. I mean, I would assume it'd be a little better since it's been some time. He's gotten better at it, so. Yeah, man, I think PMDG is on the way in the next few weeks. Hopefully sooner. Deuce Legend, our #1 flight navigator, is back. Good to see you, bro. You are a little late. We've been lost without you. We've been lost without you. I remember, I mean, I don't remember the specifics of Fayetteville, but I don't remember anything bad about it. We got traffic off our left, sweeping by. We are cruising now at 39, a very smooth, high 39,000 feet. And I'm gonna change my altitude down to 2,000, not to actually descend, but to prepare for descent, which is gonna come up in 100 or so miles.
Cap 5049, say again.
Could you please turn your airplane in?
I'm sorry, sir, I can't understand what you're saying. You say you want an IFR clearance?
Can you please just terminate airplane in?
I don't know what he's saying.
Into a class delta, you cannot enter that class delta until you establish radio service, two-way radio communication with us. But radio services are terminated. Squawk can maintain BFR. Have a good day.
Thank you as well.
I wonder if I can put COM2 at 1228 and actually hear things on Unicom. Let's see. VHF2. Oh wait, does that not work? I can't click VHF2. What? Oh, it's on VHF2. That's what the green dot is. Okay, cool. I like this track. And another thing I like to do is go get our weather for later. I want to go over to weather requests. Send. You're planning to buy a new PC to play Microsoft Flight Sim. What do I recommend for you to buy? Buy the best you can get. I don't have any specifics. Just get the best of the best that you can get. Don't go cheap, or you'll regret it. If you have to save a little longer, save a little longer. But don't go cheap. I'm not an expert on like PC hardware, like you know, GPUs, or not GPUs, like graphics cards and motherboards. Like I don't really know much about that stuff, so I can't like really guide you on the exact parts you need, because I just don't know. But all I do know is go as high fidelity as you can get, man, because technology is changing so fast, and if you go with the cheapest part today, it'll be outdated tomorrow. You know what I mean? So get the best you can afford and save up if you have to. So here's a weather back in Monterey, 1207. I'm gonna print that. Like for me, oh, remember I posted that picture last week. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. Posted that picture last week of my blue screen problem. Thankfully, I have not had that problem since the day after that. And what we did to fix it is we did some kind of command through the command prompt line thing in Microsoft. They got rid of some corrupted files and stuff like that. Oh wow, look how close that Spirit plane is. And that apparently fixed it, so we haven't really had the problem too much. I've still been having some kind of just weird stuff going on my PC, but I don't really know exactly why. Man, there's a lot of traffic out here. Another one right there. Is that AIG? It's definitely not VATSIM. Yeah, it's not VATSIM. I'm looking at the map right now. It ain't
113, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami offline, radar service terminated. Frequency changes approved. Have a good day.
I don't think that's us.
Frequency change approved. See ya, JetBlue 113.
Oh, JetBlue 113. Okay, sounds very similar to 116. Actually, Jacksonville is big enough that we will stay with Jacksonville Center all the way to Myrtle Beach. That's gonna be sweet. Savannah ATIS is online, Charleston ATIS is online, Jacksonville ATIS is online, and Orlando ATIS is online. So Jacksonville covers a lot more than I thought. Yeah, see, the guys in the chat, they're the experts on PC parts. Matter of fact, I need to go to you guys for consultation on what I need to do to upgrade my PC. Because I talked to the tech guy, the people who built my PC, they're not flight sim gamers. They're just like regular gamers. So when I told him, I was like, what would I need to do to upgrade my GPU? He's like, oh no, you're good, you got a 1080 Ti. I was like, yeah, I do know that, I agree. And on every game I play, my PC performs amazingly. Except for flight sims. But he's not a flight simmer, so how would he know? So yeah, I need some flight sim experts, people who play simulators, who play Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, P3D, DCS World. I need these people telling me, hey, this is what you really need, because this is what these games are asking for, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, he was super helpful. He helped me fix my problem with the blue screen, but he ain't know a whole lot about what I need, what my needs are really. I was like, yeah, I do OBS, I stream, I video edit, which I don't have problems with any of that stuff. Dude says my CPU is more of an issue than the GPU, so you would upgrade the CPU first. So he was saying when I mentioned the CPU that if I get a new CPU, I would basically be replaced, like making a whole new computer. You know what I mean? But I think he did say there might be some room to upgrade my CPU though for my motherboard or something like that. But I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. What do I use for snow in X-Plane 11? There's a plugin called SAM. What is it? What's the actual name of it? Let me look. SAM, and SAM does a lot of things. Snow is one of them. I think it's called SAM Seasons or something like that. In chat, help me out. I'm see if I can find it in my files. I believe it's called SAM Seasons or something like that, and that will actually inject like snow textures on the ground depending on the weather and the temperature and stuff like that. You still can get snow in the air even without it. It won't like stay or stick to the ground. X-Plane doesn't have a really great snow engine, especially if you're using Vulkan. If you're using Vulkan, you're not gonna really get anything worth it. If you're using the old OpenGL for X-Plane, which is like the older version of X-Plane 11, you can get like X-Enviro to work pretty good, and it does snow and stuff like that. SAM Seasons, I believe, is free. Yeah, SAM has other things that you have to pay for, but I believe the Seasons part of it is free. I think it's called SAM Seasons. Am I tripping, chat? Is it SAM Seasons? Is it easy to learn all the buttons on the plane? I don't know if I would say easy. The more you do it, the more you're around it, the more you expose yourself to it, the easier it gets. So if you like get into the cockpit and you do a bunch of flights and you get used to going through and pressing all the buttons, you eventually find where all the buttons are. But your very first time looking at a cockpit and looking at the buttons is going to be overwhelming. It's going to be intimidating. It's going to be confusing. You're not going to be able to find anything. It's going to be very frustrating. But the more you play flight sim, the more you fly that particular plane and learn where everything is, it just gets easier. So it's not typically hard. It's just kind of a lot to take in because there's so many buttons, right? And the more you get into flight sim in general, a lot of the planes are laid out similar. Not exactly the same, but a lot of the planes are similar. So over time, you kind of know it. In general, usually the APU fire and engine fires are up here, right? It's usually up in this area. The cargo is usually up here. The IRS is usually in this area. The landing lights are usually around here in this area. The APU is usually in this, you know what I mean? Like most planes kind of organize them similarly. Some planes are a bit different. Like the McDonnell Douglas planes are a little different. The BAE planes is very different, you know. But for the most part, they kind of organize them similarly. So with experience, it gets easier. Yes, adaptation, basically, as you adapt to it. Cookie Monster, this is the experimental version that we're flying right now. Let's go outside for some third person for a little while. Enjoy some of this Georgia coast for a little bit longer. Happy 420. Kenny, you're so hyped for the Honda Jet. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know. I've never been, I don't know. I've always felt the Honda Jet look funny, but I might like it. We'll see. I'll give it a chance for sure. I'll give it a chance, but I don't know if I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I might freaking love it. Who knows? Yeah, Deuce, like say a new CPU upgrade would mean a new motherboard essentially, and a new motherboard basically is a brand new computer. So honestly, at this point, the way things are going, and I'm not in a hurry to upgrade my PC, but I feel like when I do, I'm gonna end up doing a completely new PC build with just all top of the line upgraded parts, and then use a PC that I currently have to do something else. It might be my streaming PC where I just use it to stream out, and my other PC is my actual working streaming or gaming PC. Who do I think will make the purchase for Spirit, Frontier, or JetBlue? This is what's confusing to me. Was, you know, we heard about Frontier merging with Spirit. They've already, you know, been buying the shares of it. So when JetBlue came out of nowhere, it was like, hey, well, we want to buy it. I was like, well, can you do that? Like, I thought Frontier already did that. Like, are they buying Frontier? You know what I mean? So like, if JetBlue were to buy Spirit, would they be buying Frontier too, because they're technically now the same company? I don't know. Which would I personally prefer? I think Spirit and JetBlue are very different companies in their model, like the way they run their businesses. So it's very different. I feel like Frontier and Spirit will be an easier merge because they're already attacking the same ultra low cost market. JetBlue is not in that market. But maybe they want to be. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get it. I don't know how that works. I mean, it's definitely gonna shake some stuff up in America, because Spirit has a lot of planes, and merging with either Spirit or Frontier or JetBlue is gonna be a big deal. It's a very long process. Yeah, I've been told that like we won't see really drastic changes from the merger for another year and a half, you know. Is it out yet, Kenny? The Honda Jet? Isn't there one coming out for Microsoft Flight Sim? I remember seeing Q8 Pilot do a preview of it a while back, and I think he had some feedback for the developer. Wasn't it gonna be free? I thought it was supposed to be free. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. The jet that I want to see, well, we need jets period in Microsoft Flight Sim. I mean, we have the CJ4, which is okay. No, wait. CJ4, right? Yeah, the CJ4 is good, actually. It's great. It's ugly, but it's great. It's a great add-on with the working title mod. All right, we're almost to our top percent. The Longitude is the one that's not great, but I would love to see more business jets on Microsoft Flight Sim, because there's a lot of great locations to fly a business jet on Microsoft. It's just not any business jets to fly. So yeah, I mean, like a Challenger, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. The Legacy 650, the Learjet, that would be like iconic if the Learjet came back to Microsoft Flight Sim like the old ones, but a high fidelity version of it. You know what I mean? You know, some more of the citations would be great. Hit my dog in the background, shaking his tail as he always is. But yeah, the Phenom would be great to see. I would love to see the Phenom in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I feel like these planes are all doable in Microsoft. I just feel like everybody's focusing on airliners and prop GA. We're seeing a lot of prop GA add-ons coming out for Microsoft Flight Sim, but we're barely, you know, we're seeing a few airliners, but we know it takes a long time to make airliners. So, you know, we know an A330 is coming, we know an A220 is coming, we know an A380 is coming, we know, you know, a 757 is coming, a 73 is coming, another 320 is coming. Like, there's a lot of airliners in the making, but we hear like nothing of any business jets coming. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not no. There are 2 business jets on Microsoft Flight Sim as we speak right now. One of them comes with the standard edition. The other one comes with the whatever the highest edition is from Microsoft. That's it. That's the only 2 business jets we have. The CJ4 is actually been modded by Working Title and is now an amazing jet. It's just not anybody's favorite business jet. So very few people fly it. But it's a great jet. It's a great jet. But when I think to fly a business jet, I don't think to fly a CJ4, sadly. But that's all we have. I have not heard any news of anybody making one besides a Honda Jet for Microsoft Flight Sim, a new one. Yeah, I've heard of mods for the longitude. I haven't tried them though. Are they any good? Is it worth my time? All right, here comes our top of descent right after J. Ross. And it's gonna be in about 10 or so miles. They're asking for our destination data already. Why is it not showing me like my top of descent info in here? Do I know an add-on for safety announcements in X-Plane? There's a bunch. Yeah, actually, there's a PACX, P-A-C-X. There's self-loading cargo. And they do actually a bit more than just make announcements. There's also something else called, I think, 3J cabin sounds or something like that. There's a bunch of stuff. Just search cabin announcements or safety announcements for X-Plane. You may be able to find them, but I think all those are paid. I don't know of any that are free besides Zebo. Zebo 737, which is a free mod, comes with its own safety announcements. Go ahead and hit this button here, the up on the altitude. Gonna switch to DES, to descent mode, as we're coming up on that top of descent. It's okay to hit it early. We're less than 5 miles away from it, and the plane should, in theory, descend and make it down to 2,000 feet when we asked it to. So we're gonna see how accurate it is. And down here it's actually asking us for our destination data, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in now. Go to the next page under perf.
As we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please turn the cabin left.
Wow, that's weird. Someone has a problem with the FlyByWire A32NX. When you plug in your approach data in the perf page, or plug approach data into the flight plan, the plane just flies circles and you have to fly direct to the next waypoint. That is really weird. Well, I'm about to do it right now. I'm at that stage of the flight. So let's just watch me do it, and if you do anything differently than what I do, let me know. And hopefully we don't end up flying circles. So I have my approach page up, ready to go. I have my weather here that I printed out. It's super helpful. And our QNH in so Myrtle Beach is 3045, so 3045. And our temperature is 17. Our winds are 120 at 7. Much better than in Orlando with 22 knot gust. And what else? We don't need to do transition. We already have that. That's good. And then all we need now is our radio altimeter and all that stuff like that. So we actually get that from our charts. And this is our chart for Myrtle Beach. And as we learned earlier, because of the weather, this is a Cat 1 apparently. Where's Cat 1? We'll just use this one. Decision altitude is 223. That's actually, I believe, in Barrow, so 223. Boom, there we go. And that's it. And let's see if we're flying in circles. We are not. We are descending though, but we're not flying in circles. So I don't know, man. I've actually never heard of that problem. I would recommend submitting a support ticket with FlyByWire, and they're pretty good at fixing things. Maybe what you mean is during your like arrival portion, you're putting in like your actual altitude or your actual arrival info, and maybe what you need to do is you have to put the aircraft into heading mode when making any changes to the flight plan. So that might be what it is. As we're flying over Charleston, South Carolina. Yes, I'm enjoying my Spirit coffee. Yes, I am. Actually, it's more like Spirit hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee person. Numa, I am on the experimental version, so maybe I'll be surprising that a problem like that will be on the stable version, but it could be. If you're on PC, which I assume you are, try out the experimental, see if you have the same issue, and if you don't, then problem solved. If not, then yeah, so again, just go ahead and see if you can contact them and see if they know how to fix it. Or also, FlyByWire has a Discord. Go over to their Discord. There's lots of other people in there who have lots of problems as well, or know how to answer. They might be able to actually help you much faster by going to the Discord. Charleston, South Carolina, down below us now. I've never been here in real life. I think I've driven through it before. That's about it. Enjoying the banana bus, aka today I'm renaming it as the butter bus. I know you guys are gonna cringe when I say that and probably hate me, but again, I've had nothing but a butter experience with this plane so far. Sponsored by Spirit Airlines, the Bear Fare. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, contrail. Yes, Scotty. Scotty, do you know who Scotty Too Hottie is? Does that sound familiar to you? The margarine stick. The margarine stick, that's hilarious. Oh my god, no problem, Numa. I mean, again, I try my best. I don't know that that's gonna help you fix your problem, but I hope it does, man. Thanks for coming through though. The horizontal margarine stick. True Racing, Spirit Airlines, we're always late and you only might get to where you want to go, so that's why we're cheap. Matter of fact, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun in Departure. Let's have some fun with Spirit. Give me your best Spirit tagline in the chat right now. We got True Racing and Chief kicking it off. True Racing said, Spirit Airlines, we're always late and you only might get to where you want to go, so that's why we're cheap. That's his. That's funny. I guess mine is a bit too nice. I called him the butter bus. Alright, while you guys are working on that, let's check on the flight. I'm set to 2000. We're descending. We're right in the. We're in the slot. We're in the window. Okay, that's my favorite so far. That's my favorite so far. Trasmatic says, Spirit Airlines, everything is free for $200. That's so accurate. That is so accurate. Oh my god. I love it. Wow, wow, wow. Let's get some seatbelt signs on. Got the speed brakes out. Oops. Right wing, we are on the USAE server, my friend. USAE server. We're descending now into Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in the FlyByWire A32NX. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant, Scotty. That's good though. Scotty is a mod in Sim Caesar stream. No, Scotty Too Hottie was a wrestler a while back. That's the one I meant. I like that. Chief has another one for us. Spirit Airlines, where when bad weather hits, your flight's canceled. You're canceled. Yeah, that's pretty accurate too. It's sad, but very accurate. Very accurate. Your flight's canceled, you're canceled. Honestly, I did have a, I mean, I know I've been talking highly of Spirit in this stream, but it hasn't always been that way. There was a time where I really hated Spirit, and matter of fact, I think you guys probably remember it a long time ago. My wife actually got stuck in Orlando due to a flight cancellation or delay. I can't remember if it was delay or cancellation. And I mean, especially now, I get that flights get canceled, but it's kind of all about how the employees go about it. A flight being canceled for a passenger is a very frustrating, scary even, and just a very emotional time. And so it's not good when a customer service agent, you know, is disrespectful or impatient or nonchalant even, you know. Yeah, you just want to get good customer service, you know what I mean? And that's something that Spirit did not give us at the time during this cancellation, and I'm pretty sure they normally don't. Matter of fact, I tried calling somebody from Spirit during my cancellation, and they're like, no, we can't, we're closed, because it was like after a certain time. Like, you guys should have people to talk to 24/7, because you have passengers at the airport 24/7 with your canceled flights. So anyways, long story short, I ended up flying out to Orlando. It turned out to be a nice little trip. I ended up flying out to Orlando to be with my wife for the day, and we spent the day on the beach while she was waiting for her next flight that Spirit was supposed to give her. Or I don't know, maybe we switched to United. I can't remember how she got back. I need to put the altimeter in. What is the altimeter? Altimeter is 3045. We're almost there. You know what I just realized? Oh, ATC's offline anyways. He didn't even say bye. What the heck? I was like, I didn't even ask to descend. I just descended. I forgot I had ATC. Alright, we'll just switch to Unicom. But while I need to get this over here over to 30 what? 46? 45. Ah, come on. There it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is a normal flight for British Airways. Check-in issue delay. Forget the luggage. Bad food. Can't find somewhere to park. Is it really? Is it that bad at British Airways? I always thought British Airways was like, you know, high class and super British. I don't know. I didn't think for them to be like a bad experience. Sweet Myth, hello my friend. When am I gonna stream the do a live stream of the Horseshoe Curve for Train Sim World 2? I don't know, man. If enough people want to see that, I'm definitely down. I enjoy playing train simulators. So if enough people want to watch me play a train simulator, I'm definitely down to do that. But I don't know, I just don't feel like enough people want to see me play a train simulator. That's just my honest opinion. The reason why I don't do a lot of train simulator streams is I just don't feel like people want to watch me play train sim. But if I'm wrong, I'm down. Alright, we are passing 10,000 feet, guys, for the end of our final leg back into Myrtle Beach. And I'm having, I think it's my Xbox controller glitching out right now. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Alright, lights are all on, seatbelt signs are on. And we are approaching Myrtle Beach, about 30 miles away. Actually, less than that, 15 miles. Are we gonna make it? I don't know. And we'll turn on ILS again. And we actually are already picking up 109.5, 14.2 miles. Altimeter set. We are all good so far. We're definitely gonna want to slow down though. Matter of fact, let's go and make our first traffic call. Switch over to 22.8. And let the traffic around Myrtle Beach know we are on the way. Did I switch it? I did not switch it. Now it switched. All right, what do we say here? Myrtle Beach traffic, Spirit Wings 116 is inbound from the south, passing 6,000 feet. That'll be right traffic into runway 18, 15 miles, Myrtle Beach. Potato, I did mention that earlier. Pack X for cabin announcements for X-Plane. You have Pack X self-loading cargo, and I think it's called 3J's cabin sounds or something like that. Those are the ones that I have used. I don't know if there are any free ones, but those are the ones I've used. They're all paid, but you get a little bit more than just cabin sounds. Also, Zebo 737 comes with its own sounds. Let's go ahead and kill the music. Speaking of sound, and we are just about to land this baby. And wow, honestly, the top of the descent was right on the mark. It's looking like we are gonna make it. Really is. Matter of fact, I feel confident enough that I'm gonna take the speed away. And let's get slow. Okay, can you stop doing that? Yes, because it's like glitching. Every time it glitches, it zooms out. So I'm just gonna click it and hold it. Hey, speed brakes out. Let's get down to 190 knots. It's gonna be a pretty short final for us. Sassy, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the A380 is so loved by the community. I'm honestly kind of surprised that we don't have. I mean, we've had a couple, I think. They just haven't been high quality A380s. So it's definitely been a struggle for people to bring the A380 to any of the main simulators. Now we do have one coming to Microsoft by the same people who made this plane, or who modded this plane. But we don't know how long that will be. Let's get all the way down to 1600. There we go, it's looking better. Oh yeah, speed is looking good. We're gonna drop the first couple knots of the flap and call our base. Myrtle Beach traffic, Spirit Wings 116 is right base, runway 18, Myrtle. I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, I forgot I&I builds did say that they were planning to make an A380. I thought that they did. Didn't they say that? Didn't I&I mention something about an A380? Yeah, I'm the same way, Kenny. The Concorde is a great plane in real life, and it's definitely a big part of aviation history. It's just not a plane that attracts me personally, so you won't really see me flying the Concorde. A380 is a plane that I respect as an aviation lover, but also not a plane that you'll see me in love with, right? Alright, so we're turning. I'm gonna hit approach mode. We should be okay. Yep, alright, approach mode is now locking on. We are now on a exact 10-mile final for runway 18. So we're gonna keep slowing down here, get our perf up for reference. Or can I activate approach phase now? Yeah, I can. There we go. Let's get slowed down a bit more. Yeah, it's really tripping right now. Looking good. Okay, replay. Don't want to forget that. A very crucial part of the end of our stream today. Record. Where are we at? This is okay. All right, replay is recording. Beautiful. We are on a 7-mile final. Gear is coming down. And sound's gonna come up too. There it is. Let's get that speed back some more. All right, flaps full. Gear is down, auto brake set to low. Alright, let's do it, guys. One more time.
1,000.
Alright, put in your predictions. Gears down. And on the auto brakes. Let's do it. Got about a 7-knot crosswind. I'll disconnect the 500.
All
right, 500. Autopilot off. Flight controls. My aircraft. Two white, two red.
300.
Let's fly it in.
100 above.
Below.
200. Minimum.
Continue. Little shallow.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Oh my god. Reverse. $80 knots. Peace out. Manual braking. Here's 60. That noise. Oh my god. I think that was butter though, man. I think that was butter right there. Alright, we are clear. Flaps up, speed brakes unarmed, landing lights off, runway turn-offs on, taxi lights on, strobe lights off, wing lights off, APU on, and left turn. Yeah, so the noise was actually my Xbox controller. I don't know why. Sometimes it randomly decides to remember that it supports, you know, feedback. So even right now it's vibrating in my lap. And so when we touched down, my Xbox controller started vibrating, and it was sitting on top of my PC, so it was like really loud. There we go. Again, flaps up, looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Myrtle Beach. Local time is 2:53 p.m. We'll have you at the gate in just a few seconds. Please stay in your seat until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, and we are at the gates. We do have traffic coming in on 18 behind us, so we'll go back and take a look at him if we get a chance. And we'll park right here where we started, next to Sun Country. Hey, where's my parking? Wait, is he in my spot? Where's my spot? There's a spot there, but there's no jetway. I will take this spot then. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's flights, our round trip Myrtle Beach retreat. I know I'm not in the taxi line because I got lost. We'll take the spot right here. And here we go. I don't think these stop bars are numbered, so we'll just pick one. Thank you so much, Mike, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Ray family. We'll take this one right here, right on the marker. That's what I like to see. All right, let's hop into the drone. And if we can, I want to catch this guy's landing. All right, here he comes. Oh, not that one. This one. Drone speed fast. And we end the my landing recording so we can watch it back here in just a little bit and see who we got flying in behind us. That looks like an A320. Nope, that's a 737. Oh, A320, American. And down. Oh, look at the reversers on there. That's sick. Welcome to Myrtle Beach. Left enable. Contact ground point 9er. Good day. Alright, let's watch our landing. It's my turn. Beats. So there is actually grass. You just gotta get really close to it to see it, but there is actually grass. I was talking about that earlier. If there's any grass on the ground, there is actually grass. And we'll go over to our aircraft and shut the engines down. Or no, I think I need to leave them on for the replay. Yeah, we'll leave them on for replay. That's what we'll do. So no engines shut down this time. Alright, replay has been saved and stored. Our landing rate was a 192. I will take that. Our first landing rate was like a one something teen. So both of them were sub 200. So I'll take that for sure. I've been getting like a lot of 300s lately, so it's nice to get something that's not 300. Alright, disconnecting from VATSIM. And let's check out the replay. Play. No, our first stop, Mustafa, was Orlando, and then we did a second leg back here to Myrtle Beach. So, if you were expecting to get to Orlando, I think you may have hopped on the wrong flight. Alright, play. Alright, so today we're using flight control replay for our replay playback. If you want to learn more about getting a smooth replay experience in your flight sim, check it out in the link in the description. They're a big supporter of the channel, so shout out to them. Been using this for a long time. Man, this approach looks stable as heck. For real. Alright, let's see though. What about that touchdown? What about that butter? Show me the butter. Or is it gonna be margarine? Skirt. That's one thing I haven't seen yet, guys. And I know I'm going off topic, but with the 737 from PMTG, I haven't seen anybody show a landing replay. Is that like not allowed yet from the developers? Because one thing I've noticed with this plane in particular, I've noticed it for a while, is during touchdown, it just like slaps onto the runway. You don't see like the plane sit down. Like you don't see the shocks like absorb the G's. It just pops down the ground and you're there. So every landing almost looks hard. We know our landing rate was a 194, which is not super rough, but in this replay it looks rough because of the way it touches down. Actually, from that distance, it doesn't look that bad. So, but yeah, no, I don't think it was a bad landing. I think it was pretty solid, pretty good. I'll take it. We were not too far off from the center line, it looks like. I'll watch it back one more time from outside. If I can do a flyby, that would be ideal. Let's try a flyby. I want to try a flyby from here. You know what? It could be, Kenny, a limitation of the actual replay mode and not the plane itself. But I don't know. Even when I land from in the live cam and all that, it still feels like it kind of feels stiff on landing. I can't keep up. The camera's too slow. My camera's too slow. I can't keep up. Anyway, let's go to that wing view you guys were asking about. We'll start on the left side. Yeah, even from here, it didn't look like that. It didn't look like that hard. So yeah, I'll take that. Nice firm landing there. I guess it doesn't replay the reversals coming out. That's okay. And we'll watch it one more time from the right wing, and then I gotta bounce, guys. As I said, I am planning. What time is it? Oh wait, I am planning to do leg 4 of the Formula 1 World Tour that we're doing on Discord, and I'm planning to fly my A350 from Melbourne to Imola, Italy, for the next Italian or Imola Grand Prix that's coming up this weekend for Formula 1. And my one of those out, and it's gonna be about a 19-hour flight. It's an ultra long haul. Yeah. And down. I'll take that. I'm satisfied. Yes, sir. So yeah, so if you don't have to join me today, but if you want to join in on the world tour, come on Discord, learn more about it. And again, you can fly it in your own time. You don't gotta do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, but it's up to you. I've been having a lot of fun with it, been seeing some amazing screenshots from everybody, from all you guys who've been joining us already, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to continuing and flying to more and more destinations and races this year. But guys, do a few shout outs and then I gotta bounce to do that flight and other things. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you so much, Scotty Bob. A kid named Kenny, thank you, man, for coming through. As always, rewind it while we're talking. I think I know what view I want this time. Yes, sir. Who else we got hanging out with us today? Aerodynamics, thank you for so much. Trasmatics, thank you so much. Who was that? Donuts and Wings, what's up, man? Thank you so much, appreciate it. Mustafa, thank you so much. Jules, thank you again for coming through, hanging out with us. Chief Sim Pilot, bro, thank you, man, seriously, like, respect, bro. Train Master, thank you. Lord Tear, thank you so much for chilling with us today. And Numa, thank you so much for joining us in the butter bus. Sassy Gaming, thank you so much, my friend. I'm a Potato, thank you again. Hopefully we were able to answer your question. Again, I answered your question like 3 times, not sure where you were at, but PackX, self-loading cargo, and Google it. All right. Other than that, guys, it's time for me to bounce. Until next time, remember you got 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm out. Peace.